How's it going, guys? So they just reran S.W.O.R D Satellite because they did a huge mess up, which is lucky for you because I was able to do so much practicing on stages 41 through 50. So we're going to have really in-depth knowledge for you guys tomorrow. Right now, though, my free-to-play 6-year-old account was able to get up to stage 36. I think I could have beat stage 37 if I did a simple change, which I'm actually going to recommend to you guys. And on the spender account, where I had everything available to me, including up to Illuminati, I was actually able to clear all the way through floors 40. So the purpose of this video is to share the save squads of both of those accounts with you guys, attach all the gameplay, and talk through a little bit of it. The problem is, it's really late at night right now. I need to go to bed so I can be up with my kids. So there's going to be no timestamps on it for like the first 8 hours of this video. So if you're going to watch it ahead of time, I'm sorry you got to do all that scrolling. After that, though, the timestamps will be on. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please ask in the comment sections. And the best advice when you're looking at these save squads, because every account is super different, the first 15 floors, look at that from your account's perspective and try and use teams and characters that I'm not using from floors 16 to 36. And if you can manage the first 15 floors that way and just copy from 16 to 36, you're going to be in great shape. Okay, guys? So enjoy the video. Check out for the timestamps in a couple hours. If you just want to come back, you do have a lot of time before the day ends for S.W.O.R D Satellite. But without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start with the free-to-play endgame account. All right, guys, so this is going to be like the free-to-play, but very, very veteran, very old account, where we have a lot of different options to work through, right? So I'm not relying on Illuminati. We're not going to be using Alpha Flight here. We're not going to be using Mephisto, nothing like that is going to be used here, even if I can use them, which I think I can use North Star on this account. I don't know if it was just lucky, but we're not going to be relying on that, right? So I do a couple sims here. I simmed through my Inhuman team. We built up Black Bolt a little bit in preparation for the Illuminati. We built up our Moon Knight a little bit in preparation for the coming, whatever Karen Page's team is going to be. And then we worked up our Uncanny team way back in the day when they were useful. And that was able to get us through stages 1, 2, and 3. Then we relied on Rhino for the Magneto stage you see before you. And then after that, we started playing it safe. Now, I do not play it safe on the big spender account, so keep that in mind. Stage 5, I can't really show it because we simmed, so it's hard for me to get it because this was like a 5-hour stream. I just simmed with the Astonishing X-Men on the Kree node, got it done, and then we did Bionic Avengers on the node after that. I also simmed that. Is it going to show it here in a second? There we go. Yeah, we hit the sim button, and we did it with the Astonishing X-Men team. And then the Bionic Avengers, we simmed that as well. The Young Avengers, I simmed that one as well. And then for the, oddly enough, the Nowhere team, I was like, oh, I got to play this one out. And that's when we realized, like, oh, okay, it's kind of a joke. The Quicksilver doesn't have the passive, so he doesn't actually attack twice with his charges. He gets 75% instead of 100%. And so we're able to get ahead of him. In fact, I don't know how my Nova went before him in this case, but he did. And so he stunned the Quicksilver, which I thought was very, very interesting. Mind you, he knocked the Quicksilver so low that the Quicksilver popped out of the stun right away anyway, but that's neither here nor there. Against the Defender team, went ahead and we threw in the Dark Hunters. If you have them built up previously for war, I don't think they need to be very big. Like, this is a 1.5 million. The enemy doesn't take a turn. I think at 1 million, you'd probably be fine. We use Infestation on stage 10 because that's just the best move. And then I went too far because it looks like we did a couple sims here after that. So the Infestation team is going to take care of stage 10. I played it the long way here. My Infestation team at 2 million, I don't think it needs to be this big. I think at around 1.5, you'd be fine. Stage 10 is where you really do get that first taste of like the fakeness of tower power levels. Okay, so for stage 11, yeah, we did our X Factor team with Hawkeye and Zemo. You just want to target that Viv Vision as much as possible and just lay into her. Again, this 1.3 million team is bigger than it needs to be because the Hawkeye gets to do a rewind on everybody anyway. At 1 million power, that'd be fine. Your Hawkeye could be like 500, no, I guess like 15,000 power level. As long as he can do his rewind, that's all you need him to do because he is going to go before everybody else. We turn Sim on. We're going to hit the Underworld team like that. We hit the War Dog team on Sim as well. And then the team that I would not suggest hitting Sim on would be the A-Force team into the Astonishing X-Men team. For whatever reason, the Astonishing X-Men team, all the X-Men teams in this mode hit hella hard. After that, we go straight into Infinity Watch. Infinity Watch have a much much more sacred role in the spender account. If you're going to be trying to push harder on the free-to-play account, I suggest you go see what I do on this node, which I'm going to use A-Force on this node, and what I use my Infinity Watch for, and then you got to find something else to do your A-Force if you want to try and push super hard like that. But it's tough, man. And honestly, without Mephisto, you're going to kind of be stuck on stage 30. You might be 38 with Superior 6 if you're super lucky, or if you save Apocalypse, which I still don't think it would work, because you got to use your Morgan and everything like that. But if you wanted to try and get a little frisky with it, you absolutely can. All right, after that, went ahead and we used our Death Seed team. So yeah, we're using Death Seed super early because I didn't need to budget for Hive Mind this time. So Death Seed comes in really early. They get this job done. You could probably sim this, but I just like to use the AoE opener from Archangel instead of the ultimate, so I autoplay it. I also don't really trust sim on this mode for some reason. I don't know, it feels bad. New warriors are going to come in here. They're way too big to fail. They're like Bank of America, kind of too big to fail here, which hopefully be the case if you like Crucible as much as I do. They get the job done for you, right? Bifrost are going to come in here against his Gamma team, target the She-Hulk right away, get that defense down on her, get the Sylvie stun on her. If she dies there, great. If not, finish her off with the Vol special on whoever. If one of the Hulks taunt, then you can still clip the She-Hulk and get her dead and go from there. All right, I have a Black Order team that I do use against this Secret Defenders Young Avenger team. I use the special turn 2 here. Don't do that. Hold the special from Thanos until after S.W.O.R.D Girl does her special. That way you can make sure you flip all the defense up and everything like that she might have put out on the Young Avenger members as it goes. I don't think you need an extremely big Black Order team for this. So if you built them up at all for War when they got that little rework back in the day, then you're going to be set for this one for sure. And then we're on to stage 20. Now stage 20, we're actually going to strip our team quite a bit. So I take Gambit out because I want Gambit for a much, much later stage with that extreme team. So Rogue's going to go ahead, put an ability block on the Doom, and then we're just kind of biding our time and waiting for Sunfire to use his ultimate. And when Sunfire uses ultimate, sorry, it's super late, it just clears the map, right? So here we go. He's going to clear it, and then boom, and then everybody dies. And that's the power of Alpha Flight, right? We built Alpha Flight, so we never use them together. We just use them separate. All right, and then we did our 4-piece Pegasus, saving Kestrel for later, up into this, whatever you want to call this Rebirth Kestrel node. Very, very easy fight. And then we get to use some of the characters that we normally use earlier in the Sword Satellite. We're making better use out of them here. We're going to go ahead and use our new Avengers into this Bifrost team, and it completely wrecks it, right? After that, it starts getting a little sketchy, primarily because I started taking a fat L here. I had a different Superior 16 plan for this, and it did not go well for me. So what I ended up doing is I ended up using where is it? I think we're skipping the fail here. Yeah, so we tried this team last time Sword Satellite, literally last week when Sword Satellite came out, and we tried this Lizard team. This is still a 2-diamond Lizard, like this is still a veteran account. We still farmed him, we still had diamonds on him, and last time, my Lizard one-shot everybody. I don't know if they just like tuned it differently because they didn't like that happening. But this time, my Lizard, and I hear a couple other people didn't get their Lizard to do as much damage either. He just didn't get the job done. Like, he didn't kill the 29-9 here, which he did kill last time. And it looks like he did get the crit. He just didn't have enough in the tank to get it done, which threw a real big wrench in my plans, which is why I started changing that. Let's see if he crits that 2099 back there. That could be the difference. He did crit him, he just didn't die. Last time when Lizard went like that, I think he killed 4 people, not 1 person. So I did switch that up. We got Vulture there instead. I do have Doc Ock there and Slayer, so that is 2 Superior 6 members, so Vulture will steal the speed up from them. He'll have offense up from Slayer. You will beat this node very easily, but it does lead to a little bit of a sketchy situation in a little bit. But that's going to open us up to, and I'm going to skip the team that I did use there because it doesn't make much sense. Once we beat that, I ended up using this Undying Dorm Captain Sam team on this stage. Now you're not seeing that team on the screen right now because that is a team that is my oh shit something lost team. Now I didn't trust this team to beat the Tangled Web but I did trust them to beat the team after. So I ended up shifting a couple of things around. And I do suggest you have one of these, oh shit, things just hit the fan kind of teams. It could be your Weapon X with Dormammu. It could be Undying with Dormammu. It could be Nowhere with Dormammu. If you want to move some stuff around, I would suggest trying to have one of those teams ready to go. Because, yeah, you never know when things are going to go sideways, right? It absolutely happens. But this team will 100% beat the Tangled Web team. And then the node you're seeing these Undying people beat right now, I would actually use my Tangled Web Kestrel Hulk She-Hulk. We're going to use the ultimate targeting the Quicksilver on the 2099. Also the ultimate with Weaver onto the Quicksilver. That gives him the stun, it gives him the trauma. And then Kestrel, she's just paying away. She's just absolutely obliterating everybody. After that, Darkhold is going to come in and take care of the Kang team. I believe that is floor 25 at this point. Oh, this is where my kids came home. I had to run up and help them. Yeah, so, oops. Jump the gun. Oh, there's just the win. No, still just the win. A little bit further. No. Oh, I did it ahead of time. All right, so this is Darkhold going ahead and beating up that stage 25 quite easily, and then all the kid stuff happened. And this is where I ended up using the Tangled team afterwards, because I didn't want to use Undying here, obviously, into the Wakandans, right? Instead, what we're going to do here is we're going to grab our Superior 6 leftovers. We do have a Spider-Verse character in the form of Weaver, so your Lizard's going to go first. He's going to steal the speed up from the enemies, and he's going to give it to your team. It doesn't mean you're going to go first. It does mean your Goblin's going to go first, so I'm pretty sure this team is going to work. I can't retroactively go back and check it to make sure it works. If you want to be safe, and you want to make sure you win here, this could be a great place to use your Dorm. So if you do want to just not hedge on the Undying Dorm team doing anything, and you want to make sure you have a good Tangled Web team for that stage 23, which is actually really tough. This will be 23 easily. Then maybe throw Dorm in over your Electro here. That way you still have offense up. You still have Superior 6 members to give Shocker the stuff that he gets. And Dormammu's going to make sure you survive whatever the Wakandans throw at you. And after that, kill the Weaver, kill the Squirrel Girl, and go from there, right? This would be an auto win at that point. And then we have, at a time taking on that Unlimited team. This is all about Black Knight. Black Knight just smashes that rogue until she cries mercy and goes from there. This is the same team we're going to use. So we're getting to the later floors. We get a lot more safe options with this save squad than you do with the big spender trying to push further, right? It's very safe from here on out. So we do have the Eternals go ahead punching into that Fury team. We're going to have the Hive Mind team coming into a Hela. That's obviously super safe. And then we're going to have Secret Defenders coming in against a Dorm. Oops, we went too far. The Secret Defenders. This is why we're going to have timestamps. The Secret Defenders come in against this Dorm Morgan Le Fay team. Basically, turn me to rewind on the Morgan Le Fay, stun her with the Black Cat, ability block the Wong, and then hit auto. Because after that, the Secret Defender passives start just popping off, and you will quickly find yourself to a victory. And then we're going to have our Mercs for Money team with Noir. I struggled if I wanted to put this one on. From what I understand, veteran players, for the most part, did get Old Man Logan to 5 stars. My baby account didn't, but my baby account also didn't have full access to the Cabal rollout, which I think is the reason why. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section below how many of you would consider yourself veteran players that you've been playing for like two plus years and you didn't get Logan to 5 stars. I'd be interested to know the actual math on that. But I do rely on Old Man Logan for this node because this node is tough. If you do not have Mercs for Money, you don't have Old Man Logan here. You don't need Dakin. You don't need Pandapool. If you just had Deadpool with Noir and Old Man Logan, throw in 2 somewhat fast characters, preferably over the speed of 120, and they're just going to fuel Old Man Logan. He just kills everybody, right? That's all that matters. You don't need Dakin or Pandapool whatsoever. And if you don't have Old Man Logan, this is where you want to use your full Spider Society, and then you're going to have to kind of reevaluate what you're going to do from there. Because then for this next floor, you would probably have to do some sort of Undying. You'd have to maybe use your Dorm here instead. Undying Dorm, maybe Undying Weapon X hybrid team. But that would be very, very sketchy. Especially because we're going to be relying on Lady Deathstrike in the next match. So Cabal with Lady Deathstrike and Emma is an absolute shoo-in for the next Unlimited team, the Unlimited with the Quicksilver. So Emma makes your Namor go before the enemy Quicksilver. Everybody's dead by then, which is great. But you got to make sure your Lady Deathstrike first does the rewind on Rogue. Otherwise, she'll go first, and she can land a nasty turn meter rewind and all kinds of bad stuff on people you don't want that to happen on, right? But as you saw, this was a pretty free-to-play Cabal team. Not pretty. It was a free-to-play Cabal team. Namor being a rework character was like the best gift they've given us this year. Such an absolute unit of a character. And now we get into something that I think was actually a mistake on my part. Something that I wouldn't suggest other people do. So I ended up using Skrull on this Death Seed node. You want to start with the basic, and then you want to do the rewind on Mystique. Now, it's not a mistake because this team didn't win. It's a mistake because I feel like I would have preferred had I used this Skrull team a little bit later on. Yeah, I wish I could have used this Skrull a little bit later on. Instead, I wish I used Extreme here. So if you wanted to make that change, I'm going to leave it up to you because we're kind of nearing the end of what we could do. But I think my Skrull team could have done what my Extreme team failed to do, and I know Extreme would beat this. So that's up to you. I'm going to leave it the way it is, but keep that in mind, and I'll talk to you about the Skrull team I'm thinking about when we get there. Stage 35, this is a very, very safe matchup. We got Kang with Gamma and Apocalypse. Basically, we're going to full send it at that Apocalypse. Turn meter rewind on the Rogue, so you hit the Red Hulk. Use the Kang special, also target the Rogue, so you also hit the Red Hulk and the Apocalypse. And from there, your Apocalypse comes in. He's going to flip stuff. He's going to punch the enemy Apocalypse, and he's going to die. This is, again, a Crimson 3-diamond Red Hulk. If you want to make it a little bit safer, maybe you want to make your Kang a Raider in this case so you can get a vulnerable. Your Red Hulk will not put out vulnerables on the enemy's people that he hits, because the Apocalypse retaliates and that stuns your Red Hulk, and for some reason that negates the fact that your Raider Red Hulk ever put out vulnerables. I'm not sure why it works that way. It's stupid, but hey, it's scopely for you. The next stage is basically the Quicksilver show, right? I have a 7-star Quicksilver. When Crucible came out and he was the only character that was worth a damn, we went hard on him. He was one of the best characters in the game. If you are slightly newer, then that probably wasn't true for you and he wasn't worth it. Quicksilver Doom is a special cheat code for modes like this. So what ends up happening is our Fury gives speed up to everybody. Red Hulk has to target the Drax here, and then what we end up doing is we put a Disrupt on the Green Hulk. We turn meter rewind / put defense down on the Rogue. We get a vulnerable on Red Hulk. We get another vulnerable on She-Hulk. Let loose. She-Hulk dies, and then our Quicksilver goes bananas, right? And this is where I made a mechanical mistake here, but this is also where I think I would prefer if I had a Skrull team. That's going to be stage 37. I think this is going to be a stopping point for a lot of people here. I use Extreme. This Extreme team will auto-fail if your Nightcrawler doesn't land that special. You're going to notice that Morgan takes her turn way, way later, but she would take it sooner if she wasn't stunned, because then she's getting that turn bar. That ultimate you just saw me do with Cyclops, I think that was a mistake. I think you want to make your Cyclops a skirmisher and get a defense down on that Morgan. And I don't think you want to hit that right side like the way you saw me hit it. I think instead you do your Nightcrawler special on the Morgan, you do your Sunspot special on the Rogue, and then you basic the Morgan with your Cyclops. You can special the Wong still if you want to put an ability block on him. And then you're actually going to switch over to the left side. You're going to use Forge Ultimate targeting the Gambit, because we want Rogue to be the lowest life. That way she's the target of Gambit pings. She'll be the target of Forge. Cyclops will ping her as well. Like, that's how I won on the other account. But I think there's also just a better option here. I think if I came in here with Skrull, I didn't use Weapon X, right? If I came in with Skrull, Wolverine, Omega Red, Sabretooth, and then maybe another hero. Like, maybe I would have pulled... I didn't really need Captain Sam where I had him. Maybe if I just pulled Captain Sam instead, that's 2 heroes, 2 villains. I would put the Rewind and the ability block on top of that Morgan. And as long as Skrull lives to his ultimate... And also, we gotta put an ability block on the Rogue with Omega Red, right? If we were to do that, then I think that is probably a better match. So I think there's a more interesting Skrull team that we can make with our leftovers instead of using Extreme here, and I would trust that a little bit more. But hey, if you went full in on your Extreme and you have them bigger, I have 3.2 and it failed, right? But if you have them a little bit bigger, then I think that is definitely a good move, and this will bring you all the way up to and including floor 37. Tomorrow, we already have a plan. We're going to be able to go from, well, hopefully, because we didn't beat 37, but hopefully go from 37 all the way to floor 49, and then we're going to rinse and repeat 41 through 49 over and over and over again. Following this, guys, once again, is going to be just the gameplay that was like the live gameplay. There'll be no timestamps right now. There'll be timestamps we put on in the morning when I get to wake up, do with the kids stuff, come down and put timestamps on. After the gameplay, we're going to be going through like the big spender versions. Just because that's the big spender save squads and gameplay and explanations, everything like that, doesn't mean it may not give you some value. If you want to go over there and check what I do with like Infinity Watch, I use them on a much later floor. A-Force, I use to take out the Black Order. We talked a little bit about that. I do some interesting things with my Out of Time team, which could free up your Black Knight to use somewhere else. You may be able to pull some pretty interesting creativity solutions for your particular roster by checking out that footage. So if you want to do that and it helps you out, let me know. But for now, let's get into the gameplay. All right, guys, we're going to be going through these stages rapid fire. A couple of them are definitely going to be simming because it's going to be punching way down. This is the super endgame Once Upon a Time Spender account. Has been free to play for at least half a year now. So I'm not going to be using Alpha Flight characters. I definitely won't be using Mephisto. I do believe we have Dakin, Old Man Logan. We have the Mercs for Money at 5 stars. Which I guess we've just gotten naturally, so I'm hoping everyone else has that as well. Yeah, and we're gonna get down to it, all right? So these save squads will be shared, assuming that this doesn't mess up. If this doesn't mess up, we're gonna switch it on the fly, as you're gonna see in the recording on this video, and you'll see the final product, the final save squads will be shared at the end. So there's going to be a couple sketchy ones on this, but this is so we can push as far as possible. This is going to be a lot less sketchy than the big spender one where we're going to try and push all the way to floor 40, which will be an entirely different video or tacked on this one, and there'll be timestamps. I don't know how we're going to do it, because it's going to be a lot of S.W.O.R.D content right away. Regardless, let's stop wasting time. Let's go Inhumans into stage 1, because we don't have the Illuminati team built up. We're going to sim this one for sure. It's going to come in good. All right. Next up, I have the Shadowlands team. The reason I wanted to go with Inhumans and Shadowlands here, I know a lot of people are like, why would I have those teams built up? Well, Black Bolt because of Illuminati. You're going to want him for that. And I went Shadowlands because of Moon Knight. You're eventually going to want him for whatever his rework team is, right? All right, we got the Ultron Uncanny connection here. I'm hoping people just have this built up from back when they were pretty good. This one's interesting. It's just Marauders with Surfer and Rhino. Rhino's going to stop the blinds, and I'm hoping it's just like a sheer power check to get through the rest. Let's give it a go. All right, Rhino's going to get rid of all that. And then the idea is like Surfer kills everybody, and the Marauders are kind of just there because I have them at like 200k, and if they survive and they get one ability off, then all of a sudden it's worth it kind of thing. I could see Mr. Sinister, and just Mr. Sinister, by the way, maybe being viable for some other teams down the line, and that's going to have to be a decision you make on your own. Like, I could have saved Mr. Sinister for my payer account if I wanted to, say, try and get all the way to floor 40 and use him instead of, like, Nova, and then use Nova elsewhere. But as you see, like, I'm getting my butt kicked pretty handily here. Surfer's finally taking a turn, so we'll see if we can even recover this. Last time I did this with the Nowhere team. So you can see S.W.O.R.D Satellite gets real fast. Like, it's kind of scary. All right, so hopefully Sinister won't die, and he's going to do a big heal. See, Madeline actually does really good work for us there. I'm going to try and see if we can't take out this Nemesis. Good stuff, good stuff. I know seeing heal blocks. Let's do a good heal. The assist comes in, so Sabretooth should bleed out before his passive heals. Good, good, good. And there we go. So you can see this was like a really big punch down. But this is overkill, because you got to remember, S.W.O.R.D Satellite displayed powers, they're just not real. They're not really indicative of what you're actually facing, which is super depressing. Some people say it's 25%, whatever it's showed, tack 25% on. To me, some of the enemies feel like they just hit remarkably harder. But that'll be up for you to decide what you think is going on there. All right, next up is going to be the Astonishing X-Men. This one I could sim, so let's go ahead and sim it. The Astonishing X-Men I have is 1.2 million. I also thought about saving them for later floors on the other account, but thought better of it. Bifrost should get this one done here. I wouldn't be surprised if this one loses too, though, so you might want to play that one out. Young Avengers. Young Avengers are safe here with the Squirrel Girl. Everyone has them built up to counter Dorky Dad whenever they see him. This is where I'm using my Nowhere team on this account. So this is actually kind of a sketchy floor because I wanted to save my new Avengers for a different match where their speed outdoes Nowhere. So although they don't have that like turn 1 stun, they have the speed to kind of back it up. This is going to be a little interesting because I'm worried. See, Quicksilver got speed up right away. So we are going to be eating some Quicksilver attacks here. And he's going to get more buffs as they take more turns. And with Ghost Rider giving the speed bar, that's not impossible, right? Hey, Nova still got to go first. I don't know why with Quicksilver having the speed up, but I'm not going to question it. Let's get that stun on Quicksilver. It's a lower floor, so my Quicksilver is so big, he immediately knocked the Quicksilver into that kind of health trigger where he's going to immediately bounce back, so that's super annoying, but it's fine. Figure it out. We could blind his first attack, unless that's the special, and then it's unavoidable, I believe. Turn me to rewind won't do anything to him. Alright, so the blind does work on the first attack. We can ability block the second. He's just gonna die. There we go. I have no idea why Quicksilver didn't take 2 turns. We did something at some point to take his charges, I guess. Or maybe this Quicksilver doesn't have a T4 in the passive, so he's like not getting 100%. That must have been it, because I don't think we have any kind of charge steal here. Alright, so this floor is actually a lot easier than I thought, because I always consider Quicksilver to be in his like final form. So this is good information to know. You could probably cheap out on this floor a lot more than what I did here. Anyway, moving on. Anytime you use like a 3 million team this far down feels bad. Luckily, like the only characters that are really worth a damn here are Nova and maybe the Thor Infinity War, but yeah. Alright, then we have the Dark Hunters team into the Heroes for Hire. We're going to blast through this one as fast as we can. So this one will full send it once we just target the Miss Marvel here. We'd rather be hitting the Shang-Chi than hitting the White Tiger. Alright, there we go. Ability block on the Shang-Chi. He's going to die. Now we can switch over to like Moon Knight, White Tiger at this point. Not that it matters. We also could have played this out and done the Mordo special to make sure we got the good blinds out there. But it doesn't matter. This because of size. If you're punching across, this will matter. Play it out normally, right? Anyway, continue on. We're gonna try and crank this out. At least this one in less than 25 minutes. 25 minutes maybe. Infestation versus infestation. This sucks, and it really does hinge on you having a pretty decent infestation. Trying to take this stage 10 down on a budget can be absolutely brutal. This stage is probably the biggest aggressor when it comes to not really being representative as to what the damage they show you is. So just try and keep that in mind. Alrighty. Alright, so what I like to do is I like to attack the Ultron here because I want to get him low enough that he's going to proc my Yellow Jacket. Alright, that's not a great start, but at least we got him killed. My Yellow Jacket will take him out if you have a smaller Yellow Jacket. Oh my god, then it would play out a lot smoother than this is. But we got the kill on Absorbing Man, so we're going to get the double tap there. Doesn't go for stealth targets, we didn't clear that right side. Oof, oof. You can see, like, my giant team is getting absolutely obliterated here. Yellow Jacket goes down, and that is not a good thing at all. I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to use... We have a big time Spider-Man. I'm going to use a special. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping it was going to get 2 kills. If I didn't have a big time Spider-Man there, that would have been really, really bad for me. We'll go for the Ant-Man next. Some good buff strips off him. Good, good, good. And now it's going to be a 4v2. But you can see, man, like the big time Spider-Man, what is the power they have posted for him? Level 80, 171? That's bullshit. He's punching at least like a 400k character. At least like a 400k character. I would say. And I don't think I'd be alone in saying that. So be mindful of that floor, guys. Either go in there with like a crazy overkill team like Superior 6 where he doesn't get a turn. Or like get in there with a sizable team that's gonna get the job done for you. All right, this is kind of this team's off the beaten path, right? This is not a common team, but this is why this is a like very veteran account. So here we're gonna get some good damage in there. I'm gonna target the Viv right away, get as much damage on her as possible. We're gonna give her the defense down. Boom, boom. She goes into stealth. That's okay because we're just continuing our AOE assault. Okay, again, just continue, group them all together. That's great. Hawkeye's going to take them all out of stealth, plus give them a nice rewind, which allows my X-Factor to lap them. We need Havoc in the game. X-Factor is such a fun team. If we had Havoc in the game, that'd be so fun. Make X Factor awesome, please. They're so fun with the crits. Ooh, bring them back. We're 10 minutes in. We're only on floor 12. We are struggling. The gameplay here takes a while. I'm going to sim this one. This is Underworld against like a fake Underworld on a giant punch down. We got War Dogs versus a fake Wakanda. This is also going to be simmable for sure. I do not do this match on the Spender account. On the Spender account, we are stretching the roster to hit all 40 teams. Looks like we won, but it didn't. Okay, there we go. Popped up. This one you don't want to sim. So A-Force versus this Astonishing team. I have Strange in here. Just because there's no 5th for A-Force, I would love a 5th for A-Force too. This one could get wonky if Strange gets targeted and killed. So if you have like a beefier character, Strange does nothing here, right? The idea with Strange is if he does get a turn, he'll flip everything Beast just did. The problem is he normally doesn't get a turn. That's the problem. Jessica Jones will cleanse all the buffs here though from the people that kind of matter the most. We'll see if we can get a kill. Nah, not quite. You got a kill on the Bishop at least. So we'll take all these buffs off. And then Strange's job is to flip that Gambit. And that Gambit is pinging us away very, very annoyingly. One day Strange will take a turn. Unless he could get ability block there too, right? Alright, let's do the cleanse. Strange is finally going to do his job and flip all that. So now Gambit's not kicking our butt anymore. Alright, Strange got the stun. I don't mind that. I guess he was the only one who could have got stunned, so... Shout out to the AI for targeting so awesomely, I guess. I'm not sure why we're targeting Phantom X. He doesn't have a taunt. Game is pretending he does. And so this is a big A-Force. This is another team that I would say be careful of undermining. Like, if you don't take this team seriously, you could get yourself hot water for sure. Yes, Paolo, this is our free-to-play account. It's not always been free-to-play. It's an account that is like a legacy account. That is to say, like, it's... been around since beta, so it does have a lot of the old teams kind of at a place where they can get in there, right? The Inhumans, the Shadowlands, everything like that. This account has seen all the days, so it's not completely not empathetical. It's not completely like a one-to-one on what a regular account that was say made during the apocalypse stuff would have been. It's made well before that. So it has extra options. But I can only work with what I got. Let's get the dodges up. And it wasn't always free to play. It's been free to play for like the last half a year, if not more. More at this point. Oh no, the flips! Alright, let's steal all those death proofs. We don't like those. Gimme, gimme, gimme. This is where Adam Warlock is awesome. So Thanos is taking 3 turns, but what he doesn't know is Adam Warlock doesn't give a shit. And once Adam Warlock does his special, he's also going to put a ability block on the Thanos, stopping that ultimate from Thanos coming in for, I think it's 2 whole turns. Yeah, it's a ability block for 2 turns. And then Moondragon takes all the buffs away. We start killing people, and that's why I really like to budget Infinity Watch for this. It's another boss floor. It's a tough one. What's a realistic floor for late game free to play? If you beat floor 40, you could beat all the way up to floor 49. With the amount of days that you have, I do think if you have a late game and your roster's pretty expansive, like you have, you know, 20 teams, 10 war offense, 10 war defense teams, I think you can get all the way to floor 49. Beating floor 50 without Mephisto is not an option though. For sure not an option. Like just, if you just have your Sinister 6 War and Crucible teams ready, then right there you have 2 teams. You're going to be busting through 2 floors every single day with just them. Right? You have all your Horseman teams. You have your Secret Defender teams. You have your Hive Mind, your Extreme, your Spider Study. Like, these teams are all good enough to rip through even the later floors. And if you have Apocalypse and Skrull in there, that's an entire team on their own as well. Alright? So you got options. Yeah, we'll play the Death Seed one out just because. Just be safe. Sorry, it's going to be a long video. I'll try and make sure there's timestamps in there. Alright, let's pull them all in. I'm the only person we can target. Alright, so Archangel cannot be counterattacked, so let's do his attack hitting as many people as possible. Just right here. Boom. Get some death proofs off. We're going to kill that one shield operative with the assist. Good, good. We can take another death proof off. And then this one will kill that one, which is then going to kill another one. So we're starting to chain in those turn meter rewinds. Good, good. And then Nemesis just kills everybody. They all have blind, I guess, so counterattacks wouldn't really matter at that point, would they? Yes, Nikki, I did make a new code for both accounts, and I will be sharing that with you guys as soon as I test them to make sure it works smoothly. Not just works, but works somewhat smoothly. I don't want to lie to you guys though. The big boy account with Mephisto, we're taking some risks. We're trying to get to floor 40. We're taking some risks. I don't know how Gandor got there. I don't know if he got there very securely or if he got there by luck. I don't know if he's a mastermind. I know he's a mastermind because I faced him in Crucible a lot. I don't know. I just know if he was playing coy because he said oh, he just YOLO'd it and it was good. He claimed luck, right? And I'm just not sure I believe that from him. Actually, yeah, we didn't use New Warriors on this stage last time. I believe we used the Bionic Avengers, but I didn't like the Bionic Avengers punching up this high. So I benched them for just a much stronger New Warriors, which I think is fair. I think a lot more people have a stronger New Warriors than have a Bionic Avengers that's 1.4 million, right? Which just kind of ekes it out. So I like this change for sure. King Slayer Gaming, what's up, my guy? How's it going? And of course the dodges from the Spider Peeps coming in hot. Gotta love it. My Black Order's level 1, as they should be, right? You gotta remember, all rosters are super, super unique from one another. Which is why, when you see these save squads, guys, there's always gonna be 3 or 4 comments in the YouTube section be this motherfucking Kraken, this account has spent a dime for 6 months. This motherfucking Kraken is just flexing his wallet, blah, 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 blah. This is useless for anybody. It's not supposed to be a 1-for-1. Nobody can give you a 1-for-1. I can go through every single floor and talk about all the various options for it. We could do that. That would take forever, and nobody would watch that entire video, so that information would never probably get shared anyway. But the whole point of Save Squad is you can check it. If it all matches, hey, cool, stars aligned. If not, it's about pulling inspiration from what you do have, subbing in your different options where it comes, and I'm always open for any sort of questions about what you think are your options and stuff like that. I'm always down to help in that regard. Yeah, Purple Brown is saying, I took ideas going from floor 15 up from you. Use my small stuff for first 15 floors to stretch it as much as possible. That's exactly what I mean. The first couple floors, they're kind of the most awkward floors, oddly enough, because that's going to be where my veteran status on the account kind of plays the biggest role, right? After that, a lot of us have, I don't want to say homogenized teams, but kind of, right? Kind of have a couple of homogenized teams just because what is useful in game. All right, let's end this with style. Nice, Slayer. I'm going to have to check that video out. Sounds like a fun watch. All right, let's go, let's go. We're climbing, we're climbing. What are we on? We are on 19 now. Yeah, Black Order takes this one out. So, Flint doesn't have Black Order. He'd have to sub something in. There'd be a bunch of options. Pegasus come in and knock this out, but you don't have Pegasus elsewhere. You could definitely make a budget team for this where maybe you just bring in Fury and Kestrel and use a 4-piece Pegasus elsewhere. That's the sort of inspiration you would have to grab from the save squads and work yourself, right? But if you do have Black Order, it's very nice. Took my 3.2 million extreme into floor 1 on accident. Damn, Matt. I hate the UI for this game mode. I think the UI on this game mode is trash. Ooh, I was not supposed to use that Thanos special yet. I was supposed to hold off on that till Shuri or scroll into this. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. All right, Thanos, I need that ult, Bubba. I'm gonna need you to ult now. Por favor. S'il vous plaît. Oof. Oof. It's not looking good. Yeah, I'm supposed to have that Thanos flippy. Uh-oh. 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 They keep taking turns. If Corvus keeps that offense up, I'm going to whiff that ult, though, because I want to see if I can't kill that Miss Marvel. come on. Thanos is going to take a turn now that Corvus got dropped. That's fine. Let's use the basic here. Throw that all, buddy. Yeah, we got the Maria Hill, so I think we'll be okay now. And Mel wants me to do CC. I'm going to take that to mean that we matched. Alright, let's get a good little rewind over here. Plus we give them all slow. And Thanos going to come in and drop a bomb on him. Not yet. I'm blinded. Boom. Get that off you. Let's see. Let's try and get a kill here, right? We'll go for a kill on the Echo. Oh, wow. Oh, no. The Young Avengers. It had to be the Young Avengers left over. Oh, I'm so scared, actually. I'm actually scared by what's about to happen. They've ruined so many of my days in the past. Is this going to be another one? Let's get the taunt up. Man. This can't be dodged, right? This cannot be blocked. Or can't be dodged. I think this would get me a kill here. On the Kate, who's kind of the biggest threat. Yeah, there we go. She's the biggest threat. With her gone, we could just sustain our way through the rest of this. And eventually come out the other side. Do you think Old Man Logan will come out again? Yes, Old Man Logan will inevitably come out again. I'm guessing like a month max from now. So if you haven't got your characters prepped, like you're out of time in your Cabal, like you definitely need to jump on that quickly. Man, Proxima's been blind this whole damn match, huh? I don't know why I didn't know. Just didn't feel like it, I guess. Oh, she's still blinded. Bro, is she glitched? Okay. I was like, Kate's been dead. Like, I didn't think she had multiple stacks of blind like that. Alright, there you go. There goes Echo. Choked out by the one and only Ebony Maw. Assist, follow-up hit. Counterattacks. Alright, there we go. Woo! That was a long match. Someone will come in and saying, I am shocked they rerun the milestones too. Seems generous for the diamonds. Yeah, but like, how many people pull diamonds that are worth a damn? Oh, big change even on this account. I'm taking out Gambit. I want Gambit with my Extreme on a later floor. I think he's just too influential elsewhere. I think that the 2-turn ability block from Rogue has to be enough here. And then our new Sunfire, who's like super big for the Spotlight raids, right? I'm hoping that he's going to carry the rest of the weight. This is X23's turn. I don't know why it's showing the wrong graphics. We'll put an ability block on the Wong. Good stuff so far. So 2-turn offense down does suck. Maybe I should have ability blocked Agatha, but I guess we get to flip it here anyway. So let's put an ability block on Strange. Doom already got pushed. And then Sunfire is going to come in and clean house, right? Yeah. Let's get extra offense up. Let's throw this directly at Wongers. Yeah, Sunfire. Yeah, boy. Let's go. This is a baby X23. She came in and did the best she could. She tried real hard. All right, she's still going. All right, she's still trying. She's doing good. All right. Should have killed Agatha. That guy's in stealth now. Ah, X23. The meme dream. You got to build up your X23, guys. She's so fun, and she is so good. When she's built up and she gets rolling, she can definitely be dangerous. This is a new one for me, too. I'm interested to see how this one works out on this account. So this is going to be Pegasus with Cable. Not Kestrel, obviously. So let's see. I want to see the opening damage. Obviously, we go for the what's her name? Kestrel first. She's like the only real damage threat. Cable gets yeeted. That's probably best case scenario. Let's get our death proofs up. We're not going to get stuck behind a Captain America taunt right away, so this is good. Oh, let's try an ability block Captain America. Here's the thing. If we ability block Captain America, he's that much further from his taunt, right? Which is kind of the only scary thing. And then we'll push somebody so he auto-clears it. It's fine. Clearly our Pegasus are just doing too much damage. I don't know if I should even be concerned about that Kestrel's big hit anymore. Alright, see, Agent Venom didn't crack the barrier on rescue. Okay. So yeah, let's just not be worried about it then. That's a dead thing. We now have slow on Kestrel. It's good. Like to get offense up for the team, the home team. There we go. And then when Iron Man goes, he might clear the board. I guess we have to hit into Captain America. That's fine. Oh, didn't clear the board. Peggy's going to revive. But I think the damage is done. Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about Pegasus faltering on this floor. Alright, extra damage comes in. Oh no, she's going to revive somebody. Not. Get out of here. Yeah, I don't even know if you need Cable there. Cable's got some use on the big boy account. We're going to be using Cable in a very risky situation over Kang. But yeah, if you need Cable elsewhere, I don't think you need to use him for this. I'm going to keep him in the save squads because clearly the turn order worked nicely with Ironheart going before Kestrel. But other than that, I don't know. Yes, Buffalo Love, I'm just testing these teams first to make sure they work, especially this one. We are now using New Avengers, not on that opening Quicksilver node, but instead on this Asgardian node. Because when I did it the first time, we lucked out. Because I didn't have Lady Deathstrike, and we lucked out going before the Vol. Or rather, my Omega Ray did not get any ability blocked. So we're coming in here, we're coming in hot. And yeah, New Avengers, if you built them up for war, they're just going to smash this node. And that's great. So there's no turn order, ifs, ands, or buts. It's just straight wreckage, and that's what we're here for. We're here just to straight wreck everything. Let's fucking go! We're 26 minutes into the video, and we haven't hit the hard floors yet. I feel super scummy. Timestamps, everybody. Timestamps. All right, so this is going to be our makeshift Sinister Six team with no, like, figureheads from Sinister Six. And we're going up against the Tangled Web node, the dreaded Tangled Web node. But with the offense up on Lizard, if you have a built-up Lizard and you have a built-up Spider Slayer, this actually goes really well. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get hit by the Noir. And having the Mysterio Zet actually helps just get extra targets. And this is going to copy and clear all positive effects from all enemies to self, spreading positive effects to, including stealth and taunt and regeneration from self to all Sinister Six. So this gives speed up and takes speed up away to all my Sinister Six guys, which is going to let me go pretty quickly here, and I should be able to get in front of the Weaver and her not actually get a turn. But we'll see when this 2099 decides to go, how that affects the turn meter. I do think it worked that way for me last time, though. Weaver gets to go. That's annoying. Alright, so instead now, we're going to just try and wait out these charges. It's not looking good. It's really not looking good. How does my passive work here again? It's only if I have offense up, right? It's also only in Crucible. Okay, so let's just use the basic. Oh yeah, we're in big time trouble right now. Woo! Ooh, we're in trouble right now. This worked super well last time. I'm kind of scratching my head right now as to why it's not. It's not unavoidable. Nope. I'm kind of scratching my head as to why this is going as poorly as it is right now. We're definitely gonna have to make some alterations. God, and then the ability block there makes this a fat L. This is another one of those sneaky difficult nodes. Okay, so what did I do last time that made this work better? Did I use Vulture here? I need to use Vulture elsewhere, so this isn't gonna work. It might just be size of Lizard equals difference here, too. Where's my Mysterio clone at? Which one's the clone? Let's not risk it. Uh-oh! Alright, clearly we gotta run that loss back. This isn't the team I would like to use here, but I'm flipping things around. Now, in the save squads, what I'll probably do is I'm just gonna go ahead and throw Sinister Six at this. Because we're not planning on clearing all the way to 40 on this account, we just want to get all the way up to floor 37, and then day 2 we can go 38 all the way to 49 using different teams, right? So let's just be safe here. The save squads will be changed. I'm going to come in like this. This is going to be fine because this is going to be complete overkill. And we're going to use what I was going to call my oh shit emergency team, which is my Undying Dorm team. And I'm actually also going to throw in Captain Sam there because I wasn't using him anywhere I'm looking at save squads right now. Yeah, wasn't going to use him anywhere. And so we're going to just change it up a little bit. All right, right away, Goblin is showing why this is just going to be a complete joke. And yeah. Okay, yeah. It's kind of a joke at this point, right? See, this is the kind of damage that Lizard did last time. I'm not sure why Lizard wasn't up to the task this time. But we got some extra changes to go. Now we're actually going to be using my Oh Crap squad, the Undying Dorm squad, on the next fight. Alrighty, let's go. See, it's that team I have saved all the way at the bottom. So yes, it's Undying with Dorm and Quicksilver. We are going to be facing a, sorry, not Quicksilver, Captain Sam. We are going to be facing a Quicksilver, as well as like a couple pieces of Infinity Watch, a couple pieces of Darkhold, no Morgan, which is super important. So this is going to be overkill, but that's why I had this Oh Crap squad ready to go. Alright, just hit into the Agatha so he kills my Greg. Perfect. It's turn me rewind for everybody but the Quicksilver. Oh no, Quicksilver smashed me. And that is a, free-to-play level Zuggernaut. I think he's just 5 stars, and he's going to survive that. I do have a stun now. I'm definitely throwing this trauma stun on the Quicksilver. No, don't want to let him take a second turn. And then there's no reason to throw the ultimate yet. Let's go ahead and try and load this Quicksilver up with a bunch of debuffs first. There we go. And if he dies before Hella spreads, I'm kind of okay with that too, to be honest with you. Alright, let's give slow to everybody. Good. Oh no, Juggernaut! Yeah, he's dead. But the Dormammu brings him back! Let's go! Alright, Billy Block on the Sam. That's unfortunate. Killing the Greg. That is fortunate. That's my wife calling, saying that she's here and needs my help. So we're going to quickly finish this fight. And I'm going to go upstairs. Let's go ahead and take on her there. Alright. There's some crafty offense down coming in hot. And then we'll spread all this goodness. Oh, I guess we're going to ult first. Is Quicksilver going to die? Quicksilver's going to die. It doesn't matter at this point, right? Obviously, because that happens, we're going to win. We'll just spread off of this Strange. And then we'll hit auto. And then I'm going to go upstairs and help my wife put the kiddos to bed. And then we'll be back for some more great tower action. As soon as this auto plays out. Kill the Wong. Kill the Wong. Kill the Wong. Oh, perma kill from the zombie Iron Man saves the day. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, so we're kind of back on track. This is one that we had planned. The next one is going to be an improvised one, which is not that big a deal. Alright, so here we go. Morgan gets to go first. She should be able to put a slow on the Kang, which allows my Agatha to go before her. And even on this smaller Darkhold team, it works out great. We want to use the basic to make sure we get past the taunt. And now we go ahead and use that ultimate. We could have used the special from Agatha as well if we wanted to stun the Kang. All the big damage comes in hot. Ooh, the Kang lived. This is the first time Kang has ever lived. Let's see if that makes a difference. Probably not. He's probably dead here. Yeah, so this is a pretty safe match in my opinion. Obviously, Icarus does not really pose a threat to us. Mostly because there's no Cersei, so it doesn't matter. But also because Wong is going to one-shot him. And that's my wife calling. So let me see what the problem is after I finish this. Ba-boom! Alright. Let's move on to the next match where we do have an improvisation, but it's a pretty safe one. Alright, yeah, so this is definitely a glitch. This is not a team that I would actually want to take into this matchup by any stretch of the imagination. No part of me wants to do this. The reason I have to do this is because of what happened on that Tangled Web node, where Lizard just didn't do nearly as much damage as he had in the other 4 times I've done it. But we're going to switch that up. We're going to have to switch out our... We're going to have to play around with our Sinister Six teams. I think Lizard's going to come up here, because with 40% speed bar, he should still go really quickly. Then he's going to take a beating from the Wakandans. And then, like, Goblin can step in. And there's going to be a Vulture-centric team down below. So you can expect not to see this team. This team will be used on the Darkhold team that doesn't have Morgan Le Fay, which is very easy, right? 29 goes. He puts a trauma, or he puts the vulnerable on Quicksilver, your Weaver stuns him, and then Kestrel kills everybody. And then we use Sinister 6 on the other nodes, the other 2 nodes. So it is definitely a glitch in the Matrix. The save squads will not show this. I'm not even sure if this one's going to work. This is kind of scary, to be honest with you. But I don't think I wanted to use Undying here. Greg into 2 Black Panthers doesn't seem like the best idea. If I get to actually take turns, I should be able to get ahead of this Weaver and stun her, and then work our way from there. So that's kind of what we're hoping for here. My Gammas are eating the damage well, which is fantastic. All right. And there's a hit on my Weaver that's going to give her speed bar. So we'll definitely be going before the enemy Weaver. The only question is, do we survive, right? And if we do, then it's over. We should win. Kestrel should just pop off here and kill everybody, but it's not going to be the convincing win you would want, pretty much. The immunity on the Okoye is annoying, but we're going to shoot right down the middle here anyway. Alright, we killed the Squirrel Girl, but didn't kill any of these guys. But 2099 is going to get them on the flippy floppy. There they go. Yeah, so luckily you're not going to have to make this risk on the save squads that'll be provided. Because this does not feel great. But, in a pinch, I guess we can make it work. Alrighty. Moving on. Whew. We wrote the ship. We righted the ship. Whatever you want to call it. We did it. We did it, fam. Alright, now we're back to business as usual, which is going to be out of time against floor 27, which is basically just Black Knight kills everybody. This is one I had to drastically change when trying to push up to floor 40. Alright, so Black Bolt's just going to come in. He's going to kill basically everybody. But we're going to be doing a lot of damage with, you know, that guy. Who hopefully everyone got to at least like 6 stars now. That he's in the Spotlight Orb for the short amount of time he was. Because he actually is surprisingly awesome. Cosmic Ghost Rider has met and surpassed all my expectations of that character. Let's get the defense up off him, I guess. Boom. Alright. I want the Rogue to hit the Black Knight since he's got immunity. Boom. Alright. This is unavoidable, so just dead. Alright, so there you go. But yeah, I need to say Black Knight for floor 40 on the other account, so this is not an option. Sadly, unsadly, I'm not sure how you would look at it. Anywho, moving on. All right, then we got the Eternals with 2 taunts. This is unfortunate that we have to use 2 taunts here because, yeah, this is really unfortunate you have to use 2 taunts here because if Kestrel gets the speed up from the Fury spawn, which is a 50% chance, she could erase your tank, your pre-taunt, right? And then the minions could come in and they could take your offense up off your Icarus, and then it doesn't work out as nicely as this did, right? So that's, you got to avoid the nightmare scenario. Is that right? Is that right now? No one's gotten past 37 yet? Has Gandorf gone? Because he's the one you got to keep an eye out for. He might be tricking us. He might have a sneaky list to get through everything. Hive Mind, floor 29 is no big deal either. We go in here, we get this one done. Alright, we'll pull in on... he's just going to ult. We don't really care. It doesn't really matter who we put this on, does it? I guess let's put on her because she wants to do a taunt, and that's annoying. Alright, we're stuck hitting the Gregs, but no big deal. Last thing you want to do here, guys, is waste your Carnage ultimate unless you're doing it onto Hela. Because that's where she gets the disrupt. Like, she just doesn't have disrupt here, but it's enough to kill her. So I guess that's good enough for me. Lots of deaths equal lots of speed bar. This won't stun because he's above 50%, but it'll hurt him a lot. It will stun him? Maybe that's war only. There you go. Okay, here we go. Climbing to the later floors is where it gets super stressful. Even the big boys and the big toys start struggling once you start hitting level 35 on day 1. It starts getting tough. Alright, so I got Secret Defenders with Omega Red for this node. I was using Dorm instead of Omega Red here, but obviously I wanted to kind of beef up my oh shit team. And so we slotted in Dorm over there. This shouldn't be that big a deal. We should still be able to go before the Morgan, rewind the Morgan, and then just train her down. Secret Defenders just do way too much damage to be bothered by anything. So you get a stun on that Morgan, which is great. We can ability block the Wong, or we can maybe just go straight for kills. I'll go for the ability block on Wong, though. Let's just play it safe, right? Alright. Let's kill the Morgans. Make sure she dies. She's gone. And then it's just us versus Dorm, and I kind of like my odds on that one. See if we can't kill him with a nice ult from Black Cat. It did no damage. Luckily for me, Ghost Rider's a beast. And now it's just us versus Dorm. And that's a fight I'm comfortable winning. Oh, let's go! Omega Red, back to the glory days! He does so much damage if he's allowed to pop off. Super fun. Alrighty, got ready already, moving on. Alright, this one, I wish I had a different solution to this one. On my baby account, I could really only get through this with one team, and it's Spider Society. So Spider Society could beat this, and maybe you find something different for 32, because that's how I currently have it laid out. This node trips so many people up and will tax you on all your teams if you don't get it done, which is unfortunate, right? Oof. Yep. That Quicksilver is an absolute beast. What I like to do for whatever it's worth is I like to go ahead and get as much damage as possible on everybody, pull as many dodges off as I can while still hitting into the Quicksilver. I just go right for his throat here. We try and get his passive to proc. There it goes, and then Old Man Logan is going to pop off. Ugh, I'm going to sneeze. Don't sneeze. S.W.O.R.D Cleanse is nasty with it. Alright, we'll go right back onto that Quicksilver. See Old Man Logan just absolutely lapping people. You love to see it. And that should be it for Quicksilver. He should die here. But yeah, if you don't have Old Man Logan here, this is where you want to use your Spider Society. For like a sure win. Sure win I use pretty loosely there, I guess. But for a pretty safe win on this very, very sneaky, difficult floor. I'm going to do all this damage over here. Deadpool smacks. This should call an assist in. There we go. Cloak dead, and then everyone else is dead here. Perfect. There we go. What up, Zik? I see that portrait. I see you. Alright, we move on through. This is where I use my Spider Society. Obviously, I don't have Noir, because we just used Noir. I feel like you can sub anyone in here. I'm going to sub in Wolverine, but for what it's worth, like a different speed character would be nice. Omega Red would be nice here, too, if you don't want to use Omega Red before you can use him here. This Nova and Val, if you let them get out of control, it's a nightmare. Your primary kill target is always going to be Val, because the Nova has that charge, right? When you push him, he's actually going to... he's going to get all of his nasty stuff, his speed bar, and he's going to get his taunt off, and it can be very, very brutal. So we actually try not to push him as much as possible. Instead, we want to push everybody else, and then we get a stun on this Vol right here. So we don't have to worry about her getting the expose on anyone and building up those nasty charges. Wolverine's trying to die real quick, which I would have loved, because then it would have showed the 4 Spider Society members can kind of handle themselves. Alright, do as much damage as we can. That Ghost Spider special putting slow on everybody is great. Just continue our assault. And once Pab does this ult, it's pretty much over from here. That's why I attack the left side, by the way, because I want to leave the right side isolated. Because when Pab starts ulting, the damage that comes out of this character, even on the free-to-play track, like 5 stars, it's actually absurd what this character does. All right, let's get offense down and disrupt out there. Especially because that Nova's looking to ult me. It looks like he's still kept the offense up, at least for now. Let's go ahead and stun him with the penny. This is going to do crazy damage. Nova just straight up died. And then, let's see. We got bleeds on this character. Let's spread these bleeds over to that Vol to make sure she dies. It looks like she only has 1 stack of death proof. Sure does. So she's going to die. It looks like Cosmo's going to die. Let's get Beta Ray Bill to get out of here. Team Loki, maybe we'll rebound back to him. We sure did. But who knows? These characters do have that, like, Asgardian passive, so maybe they would survive. I'm not sure. I'm gonna guess not. Spider Society. It should be illegal how good this raid team is. That's without Noir, one of their biggest damage sources. Alrighty, moving on. Oh, this node. So we're doing Cabal with Lady Deathstrike and Emma. We definitely need Emma here. I don't know why it's positioned this way. It should be positioned like this. Yeah, something like this. Basically, Emma makes Lady Deathstrike go before the Rogue. Lady Deathstrike makes everybody else go before the Quicksilver. And then your Cabal kills people. This worked. This was like 2-shot with my big spender account. So I'm curious to see how it works here. We're going to target the Quicksilver because he's the only person that won't get rewound by the Namor. So we want him to be dead. And you see, oh my gosh. And anybody who tells you diamonds are not worth it on Namor, just show them this, because this is absurd. This is actually a joke how powerful that Namor is. Mind you, these are Gear 219 characters. I brought them into DD7. Something I also recommend everybody do, because we got through DD7 pretty comfortably. Alright, that'll be it for Gambit. And then we'll finish off the Lone Wolf Phoenix here. Big ol' special to the face. There you go. Namor's too good. He's too good. 3 diamond. He'd be one of the few people like 3 diamonds. Yeah. Especially with Leader going to that Crucible store. When are you actually going to get him up to 7 stars, right? Where do the rest of my teams go? Okay, I'm moving around. Alright, so this one, oddly enough, guys, I use Skrull on this node, which feels uber bad. But it's just Skrull. Like, Skrull is doing this entire floor himself. I couldn't find the team to budget for this, given the size of it. So, what we want to start to do is, I believe I used the basic to start this up. I think that's what I did, to get defense up and all that kind of stuff. Turn meter rewinding these guys, I'm not sure is super beneficial. This gives me defense up and safeguard on my Skrull, which is uber important, right? All right, so he can attack. If he kills somebody, it is a nasty turn meter rewind. So there you go. We get to experience that. But because of those debuffs, we get to go quite soon after that. And what I want to do is I want to throw this turn meter rewind right in the middle here, hitting the Archangel, the Nemesis, and the Psylocke. I don't care when Dark Beast goes. We can survive that. So nice turn meter rewind. Obviously, gigantic damage. Dark Beast is going to do his ability block, but obviously that's not going to hit Skrull. Then we got Shang-Chi coming in. This is turn meter rewind. Shang-Chi cannot be counterattacked with his ultimate, which is super important. Homie dies, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. This can be dodged, so let's not worry about that. We'll just throw it over here. And then Skrull comes in, he finishes it up. And that's why Skrull really does solo this node. He'll get through it. Yeah, basic is definitely the right move because it gives the defense up. I don't think there's enough damage in the world for them to get through Skrull in time. Like, even if they kill all 4 of your characters right away, I think you're going to be fine. All right, next node. This is what I'm taking a super risk on. So on the Spender account, Kang does not go here. I use Cable here. But with Kang here, this one's very straightforward. We just get to go first. We turn meter rewind. We punch the Skrull, and then we punch the Apocalypse, and we go from there. So, of course, we got turn meter rewind, the enemy Hulk. And then we're going to go ahead, and this is Kang's turn right now. I'm not sure why it's not showing Kang. We'll do the special here. And this is where Apocalypse is going to come in. I had no vulnerables for my Apocalypse, unfortunately. But then we come in here, we one-shot there, and we're kind of good to go. So what I'll do in this case is I'm going to go ahead and stun the rogue. We don't want her to get her taunts and all that up. My Hulk is getting tunneled down. And I'll use the ultimate from Braun. The ultimate from Braun, if you have the T4, is going to do, I believe it's 40% damage. Mine's doing 35, which may not be enough to get the kill on the Red Hulk, but it'll be enough to get him close enough. There he goes. He's going to bleed out there. And then it's just the Apocalypse show from here, and Apocalypse kind of carries the rest, right? When I don't have Kang here, I'm actually curious how this is going to go damage-wise. I feel like this could be a problem for sure. All right, big damage comes in. And yeah, Kang makes it easy, but I think without Kang, it's still doable. I think. So that's floor 35. Now we're getting really deep into the roster, right? So for floor 36, this is a very unique team. I saved my Fury. We got the pre-taunting, and we have a very big Quicksilver with a skirmisher on my Doom. This is very important. If you don't get the kill on Red Hulk here, it's over for you, but you also need to be doing damage elsewhere. So it's very, very important to get as much damage in as possible. So we start by doing the special. Red Hulk's going to use his special. That's going to drop his safeguard. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a turn meter rewind. Oops. It's giving us a hard time. The game is struggling. We're not going to turn meter rewind, sorry. We're going to do the disrupt over here on the Green Hulk. And then I'll do the turn meter rewind plus defense down on the She-Hulk. Oddly enough, that's what we got to do just so we get that charge off of her. Then I'll try not to hit a Gamma member here. It did hit a Gamma member, unfortunately, so She-Hulk will have a charge up, but that's okay. We're going to throw one at Hulk. That's going to put him at, her at 3. We'll do another one on She-Hulk. And then we're going to throw the ultimate. If it kills She-Hulk, great. If not, we are going to get some stuff thrown back at us. It took her out this time, so that's fantastic. And then it's all hands on deck. We got to kill this Red Hulk ASAP. And it doesn't look like that's going to be a problem. But it's still kind of a race to see who else we can kill in time, right? So I definitely don't want to let this Hulk do all this taunting stuff. I think Braun is the next scariest target. Or sorry, not Braun. Abomination. Because Braun, like, he'll do all his lifesteal, stuff like that. But it's not really a threat to kill me. Whereas Abomination, like, I've seen him do some crazy damage. Alright, we'll focus him out. Actually, we should probably be on the observing. I missed Mr. Negative, but it's fine. Let's take these Gamma members out. Get the rewind. And we made it look easy, but this is a 7 red stars. Gear Tier 18, level 100 Quicksilver. So keep that in mind if you're going to try this. This is for, like, super veteran people that, you know, you were doing Crucible when he was first added to the story of Quicksilver. And he was, like, the only character worth a damn at the time. Because Peggy was trash then, right? And Robbie wasn't in there, and blah, 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 blah. Floor 37. I'm hearing this is where a lot of people, even with Mephisto, are getting stopped. So we've extended our roster very good. I think over the course of these 24 hours, you're going to see a lot of people push further. But we'll see how it goes. So this is also why I saved my Gambit. So we do have Extreme, the full Extreme team coming in here. And this 100% hinges on your ability to land the stun on Morgan. If you do not land the stun on Morgan, rip. All right? That's just a risk you're going to take. If you want to make your Nightcrawler a skirmisher, I think that's a great idea. You see mine landed here, so I'm just lucky this time around, I guess. But if you don't land that stun, it's super bad for you. Next thing we want to do, we want to land this ability block on the Rogue. Looking good so far. We're going to ult with Gambit. Some good damage out there. We want to special the Wong. We don't want Wong to taunt, obviously. Looking good. There's a turn meter rewind that comes. There we go. And then we'll throw the ult here. That should take out the hard light. There she goes. And then from here, like, it's still dangerous for sure. Luckily for us, the Nightcrawler is sort of not immune to ability block, but he clears debuffs on his turn. So if he gets chosen by the Robbie Reyes, there's still a chance that he'll clear it, and you're still going to get to your big damage with him. You also could have done, like, the basic with Cyclops on the Morgan with his first turn if you wanted to make sure you got the defense down. Like, the way that the AI is just hard tunneling my Sunspot basically means I'm not going to get defense down, and maybe this is going to go south for me. So this definitely could have been a user error in the making. We're about to find out. So there's our slow. We get some damage in there. Not nearly as much as I would like. Sunspot goes down. We don't like that. Let's start just trying to take people out before they get all healed up. Gambit with the slow means he's definitely going after the Morgan, which is crazy. Oh, not looking good. I think this is going to be a fat L, and this is going to be it. But 1 to 36. I still think I can make it to 49 tomorrow on this account. But this was a good shot. We'll try and do one more stun. We did land the stun. That rogue is just biting her lips, ready to come after us, though. Morgan dropped her... She dropped her stun. She got pushed by a... Gambit ping, so a little bit of bad RNG on my part there. And then, yeah, this one's a wrap, unfortunately. Unless Nightcrawler wants to put his big boy pants on and carry this, which I don't think is going to happen. Especially when the Rogue does what Rogue's about to do. Yikes. 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 And that's going to be it. So, you know, without having that Mephisto, we didn't get nearly as far as we'd have liked. We did have that one trip up as well. This is definitely a tough node. This is why I wanted Extreme for it. I think I could have definitely played it better. I think, like, killing that Morgan, using Cyclops Basic on Morgan to get a defense down on her is probably way more important. So I definitely misplayed that. We're going to get another shot on it on the next account. So you're going to see how that goes. But for now, that's going to be it on the free-to-play. And now we're moving on over. You can check out the save squads. It'll be in the description below. It's going to have that Sinister 6 change that we just made. That we talked about here while we did it. And it should be a little bit smoother for you. And then play this one better. I think you two can get all the way up to floor 37, if not 38 at the very least. All right, guys. So enjoy the video. Bye. All right, so now let's move on over to the big boy account, the big spender account, raw. And I'm just gonna play the gameplay in the background, but we're not really gonna watch it all. You can wait until we post all the live footage that occurred tonight, yesterday, whenever it happened. And the moral of the story is basically for the first 10 nodes is just use what you have that's going to get you through it. Like, I knew I wasn't going to be using Black Panther with my War Dog team, so I threw him in here, and he soloed the first node. My Marauders beat Stage 2, but I had a lot of sub-teams that I didn't end up using at all. But because my Illuminati failed, I can just put in all my Illuminati characters back to where they were, right? We could have used Black Bolt with the Inhuman team. I could have used Iron Man with the Bionic Avengers team, and they would handle these first early floors. So think about it in context like that. And I didn't end up using my Astonishing X-Men. I was actually able to get through the Kree node with my Shadowlands team just by focusing everybody but the Infinity Watch members. Instead, I focused down all the Kree members and was able to really kick butt there. I tried Web Warriors. That did not work for me, but you're free to try that for sure as well because they're not really useful, right? I would just strongly suggest saving your Ghost Spider for the Spider Society. So yeah, like I got through this on my Shadowlands. I don't think that's necessary at all. You could just hit that with your Astonishing X-Men like we normally do and use Shadowlands a little bit further down if you wanted. And this is where I started getting really creative because last time I got outdone by somebody. I only made it to floor 37 even on the big spender count. That made me feel uber bad. So I started shifting some things around. So I ended up trying to play with like Hero as Guardians. I use Hero as Guardians on this. It's like a new Avengers A-Force kind of mode. And my Thor, who is 400k, he just started popping off. He just started killing people. So that was really exciting for me. So maybe take a look at your Hero as Guardians to see how they're going to work. I also used my Heroes for Hire members, and that was really funny how they just tore through the Inhumans team. You can definitely see the kill priority in everything I do when it gets to live footage. People have really big invaders. I was super scared of floor 8 for a bit just because there's a Quicksilver on there. That Quicksilver doesn't have his passive T forward. So instead of getting 100% speed from the charge, he's only getting 75%. So it's kind of easier to work around. And then because I didn't use the Young Avengers earlier, I then used them on the following Defender node. So I was able to really get a lot of value out of everything. Now, one thing I didn't change, and I don't think anyone should, is even if you have an overbuilt Infestation team, I do think you want to use them on Stage 10, just because the way it plays out, it's a little bit easier when you're going through it. I would strongly suggest tunneling down that big-time Spider-Man, because he's going to be the biggest threat to everybody. Stage 11, I still hit it with the X Factor team. I took out Hawkeye because I wanted to use him with my Illuminati team. That didn't end up working, so if you want to shove Hawkeye back here instead of Surfer, maybe use him to carry one of the previous nodes, then go ahead and do that. And then we start getting to some crazy stuff, right? This looks like an absolute waste for stage number 12. So I ended up hitting it with my like Sinister Six leftovers and Venom, because I know I'm not going to be using him because we need him for stage 40. So what ends up happening here is you get your ass kicked for a very, very long time, and eventually Slayer goes and kills everybody. And that worked out fantastic. So normally I would use Underworld here, so Underworld ended up coming against this Wakanda team. This is definitely a exercise in size. Like if this was like a punch across for your Underworld into the enemy's team here, don't take that matchup, right? I think that's pretty obvious. This next one is important to talk about. We touched about this on the live footage. We're going to be going in here with our 4-piece Pegasus, and I use Korg. Now, one thing that we talked about is I should have used the basic with Ironheart to start so that my rescue would have got energy, and she could have ulted, and that would have protected my team a lot better. And then there is the Black Order node. The Black Order node is really tough. What I found is Jessica Jones with her cleanse, phenomenal. She makes it so that the Thanos hits you like a wet noodle. She takes so many turns, so she's stripping the enemy with her ultimate. She's removing all your debuffs with her special. Just an absolute class act character. So I really liked shifting my A-Force team over here, and I needed to do that because Infinity Watch are playing a super crucial role going forward. After that, we went ahead and I did this like Gamma Nowhere Abomination team. This was just an exercise in size. I wasn't going to be using these characters anywhere else. I knew they could take a hit. Cosmo strips buffs, so it was able to easily clear through these minions to go from there, and that worked great. And then the Dark Hunters freed up so much space for me. So if you don't think you need as big a Dark Hunters as I have for what the next fight is, but it was certainly helpful just going right down the middle on that Spider-Punk, getting so many bleeds out there with Morbius, fuels the Ghost Rider, who fuels everybody else, and it goes from there. I think if you had like a 1.8, 1.7 million Dark Hunters, you can get some very, very similar results. And now we start getting into not like the locked-in teams that you have to do this, especially the Black Order, because not everyone's going to have Black Order, right? But teams that it starts getting a lot more strict on like who you can bring in. So the Gamma node, we hit it with Bifrost. We've shown that before. You could check it in the live footage. That was no problem. And then the Black Order node into the Secret Defender / Young Avengers node. That one works really well. If you don't have Black Order there, that's going to be a tough one that you're probably going to think about a little bit more clearly. And then I think here we're on stage 20. Stage 20, I subbed out a lot of characters because I wanted to get extra value from my Gambit. And you know what? I don't regret it at all. I'm trying to find the right spot. This is why timestamps are so important. Rogue goes first. She ability blocks Doom, and the node is over because you had to build up your Sunfire in order to take on the Spotlight raids, right? So then it's just Sunfire against the world, and Sunfire does an amazing job at that. New Warriors, we were wasting them earlier, and now we're not. We're using them against this like Captain America, Kestrel, Peggy node, and if you build up your New Warriors for Crucible, they're going to absolutely walk over this node, which is great. Our new Avengers, we got a lot of extra value from them. Oops, a little bit further there. Against this Vol node, we were using them on like stage 8 before, and this was a big mistake. New Avengers, they're very fast. If you had to build them for Red Hulk, for Goblin, if you put a little bit extra love in them for War, they can accomplish what you just saw there. And now it starts to get crazy. This is why this is like the big spender only route, because we start to get really, really out there. Using the Secret Defenders on stage 23 is a real feels bad moment, but it's a real feels good accomplishment with what it lets us do later on, because I need to save my Sinister Six. We need them to beat that stage 39. This isn't difficult, right? Secret Defenders just come in here, they completely walk over it. This is where I tried Illuminati. That's why they're not on this list. I have them at the very, very bottom as like a team that, hey, if you want to use this on an earlier floor, if you get in trouble, you just want to risk this, you can try that, but absolutely 100% not necessary. What I did find cool here is people are definitely wrong about Black Bolt. As you're going to see, Black Bolt just starts absolutely demolishing people with his burps, but because this team didn't have any control of that Nova, then I was able just to get get wrecked by the Nova. If I had an earlier stun, like if I didn't use Nova with my Mephisto earlier, my Nova could come in, stun the Quicksilver, and then I think Black Bolt would literally kill everybody, which is kind of cool. Gives me a little bit of hope that Illuminati may not turbo suck. Just kind of a side note. What I ended up doing is hitting it with my my out of time team. I threw in Dorm because I thought maybe I would need it. If you have a really big out of time team, you're not going to need it. My Cosmic Ghost Rider basically obliterated everybody. It was kind of crazy when his special came down. They were in big trouble. Let me just try and see if we can start the fight here. Hopefully that was the right fight. There we go. So yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider, as soon as he gets a turn, like Quicksilver does his thing, Cosmic Ghost Rider comes in and he just levels the field. It's just over. Peggy comes and then like Dormammu was wasted here is all I'm trying to say. So if you want to try and save Dormammu elsewhere, definitely feel free. The trauma stun that he could put in on Quicksilver is kind of a nice little nod, right? Darkhold into the Kang team here works because the Morgan is able to get the slow on Kang, and thus the control happens. He dies before he gets to take a turn. And now it's starting to get even crazier. So we saved our War Dogs from earlier. We threw in Kang with them, and the reason for that was very simple. We need to get ahead of the enemy War Dog team. So we used the Kang special. My Kang, Gear Tier 19, 3 diamonds. If you don't have that, you may not kill everybody like you saw me do here, but you'll get it close enough to the point where you throw your Nakia basic, and then you throw your Black Panther special, Black Panther 1 million special, and then you're going to have so many dead units that it's going to be clean up from there. And then the Hail Mary play. This is like probably 1 out of 2 or 3 Hail Mary plays for this run. That's going to be your Infinity Watch against this Unlimited team. My 3 million Infinity Watch felt pretty good. I don't think I lost too many of the revives, if any. I do think my entire team was alive. But the way it was turning out with like the stuns and everything and getting stuck, this was kind of brutal. I would strongly suggest checking out what I did here in the live, because I turned my attention to Beast and I killed Beast with Gamora. Don't attack Beast with your Nebula's first attack, because that assist is going to push the Beast, activating the Gamora taunt, and then you're going to be screwed. Instead, I use a Nebula ultimate on the Rogue, and then with Gamora's basic, I go kill the Beast. And if you don't do that, I think the Beast is going to give so many buffs to the enemy team. You're going to be in really tough waters. And I think you either kill the Beast or you kill the Jubilee. But I think the Beast is the right move there. You can see from the footage and judge for yourself. Then we had this is a very easy team. So Fury comes in. He's going to summon Icarus, completely ults it away, and you're good to go. The reason you bring 2 taunts in this case is if Kestrel gets speed up from Fury, she can immediately erase one of your taunters, and then the minions can take away your Icarus's offense up, and then that could lead to a problem here because we only have 1 damage source, right? Our only damage source is Icarus. I threw in Minerva for a warm body, but had somebody kind of survived the Cersei and Icarus attacks, Minerva can kill through Deathproof, and she does do 15% total damage with her ultimate, which is pretty nice, right? So I don't think that she was a wasted character there. Then we had Death Seed, so I had to restart my phone because it was getting a little overheated, and then we missed some fights. All right, so then the Death Seed team, well, I still missed the fight. There is a Hela on this node. I just want to say what's important to do is make sure that we target the left side of the field in this case. Use your Magneto ultimate while targeting the enemy Archangel. Otherwise, Archangel's not going to get a blind. And if he just YOLO kills somebody, that could be bad news. YouTube is struggling here, but that's okay. And then we start getting really creative with our use. So these are the new characters, and this is why this spending is like a big part of this particular code, right? Which I normally don't like to lead in, but I wanted to share like how to do stage 40. You can't really do that without the new tunes, without the new tools, if you will. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come in here with Kestrel, Tangled Web, Guardian, he's giving them offense up, and Northstar, he's going to remove the revives, right? So because we only have 1 mystic character, my Weaver still goes before the Morgan. If that doesn't happen, bad times, right? We stun the Wong because Morgan, she's going to miss her ultimate. It's not going to turn me to rewind us. It's all good like that. So we stun the Wong, and then my North Star, he's going to go ahead, take all the revives off people, but my North Star is gigantic. He is 2 diamonds. He is Crimson Geared. He does not need to be that big, right? Just the fact that he's going to take the revives off, Kestrel's going to do all the damage from there, Guardian can get a stun in there, and you're going to make good work. And now we start getting to some teams that I think a lot of you will be familiar with. I have a like Mercs for Money / Noir / X23 team comes in here, and it's just the Old Man Logan show. I'll let you guys check that out. The Dakin here was a lot of fun to bring in. This was just kind of a flex. So Dakin into these Bifrost members, they go into stealth, was just kind of hilarious the way that Dakin, I think Dakin took 4 turns here, and the Spider Society members, who are, you know, super fast, they took, what, 1 turn each at max, maybe? So I thought that was very cool. And then we have our Cabal team. Our Cabal team is going to easily beat out this X-Men team. Just make sure your Lady Deathstrike rewinds the Rogue, and from there, your Cabal team gets to go and just obliterate them, right? Just absolutely obliterate them. All right, following that, this is where we had Skrull. Now, this is where I think a big decision needs to be made by you guys. The Skrull team works here just by using the basic turn 1 and the special turn 2 while targeting Mystique. However, I think there's a better team to use on a later floor that's more difficult. Which leads us into a floor that I was a little scared about, and I'm not sure if your Apocalypse is not Crimson geared and 3 diamonds, I'm not sure how this is going to go for you. Because we need to be killing this Apocalypse in one shot. So normally this is where I use Kang, but you saw where I used Kang, right? Random hero in chat right now is saying he used straight War Dogs on that Wakanda node. It worked for him. I can see a world where it may not work perfectly, which is why I wanted Kang there to help out. And so I had to use Cable here. Cable lets my Red Hulk go first. My Red Hulk fuels my Apocalypse. My Apocalypse then punches the enemy Apocalypse, and we go from there. I can see a world where that might fail, though, so it's a little scary. So maybe if you do want to keep your Kang here and try full War Dogs on that node. Because if we lose here, it's a big hit. It's a big hit. All of a sudden, we have to use our Superior 6 here, and then we can't do stages 39 or 40. So losing there would be really, really bad, right? After that, we're going to have our Doom Quicksilver team. They come in. This is very simple. We have Fury to give speed up to Star-Lord and Doom. We have a pre-taunt to target that Red Hulk special. We put a Disrupt on Green Hulk. We put a defense down on the She-Hulk. We give energy to our Doom. Doom ults. He gets vulnerables as many people as he possibly can. And then boom goes the Doomamite. Let's say Doomamite. And this is where I think you gotta make a decision. So I talked about where I might have a better use for Skrull. We haven't used Weapon X here. So if you're going to just stick to the regular plan, the one that I actually do in the gameplay, feel free to do that. But this node 37, very, very tough. Resist can absolutely wreck you. If you want to switch this up and use Extreme, where we had that Skrull Masters of Evil team, Extreme will beat that node. 0 questions, right? This node is tough. You have to land the stun in the Morgan or you lose. After that, you got to ability block the Rogue. And then it's about making sure that Morgan is the lowest life so that she's getting pinged as much as possible. So I don't hit the Wong. First of all, I don't want to knock Wong into the stealth and he drops that ability block. I don't want to hit the Agatha though, because with her death proofs, she's going to take a lot of safety hits, right? So the Morgan ends up getting dropped. She loses the stun, and then she's going to do an attack and get counterattacked to death. If that doesn't happen, that would be problematic, right? Which is where I think that this Skrull Weapon X Sasquatch team might be better. I would put an ability block on the Morgan, which would also give her a nice little rewind, right? And then I would have a lot of damage coming in. And what it would come down to is, can I, and you would ability block the Rogue with the trauma from Omega Red, and it would be a whole thing, right? We would want Sasquatch in the corner, so Miss Marvel hits it. It would be a whole thing just to say, you gotta get your Skrull to ult here. I'm not sure. I haven't got to do that. I'll get to do it tomorrow, so if you want to, well, you can't wait, right? Because it's the first day. But if you also don't beat floor 37, and you want to see me try that, I'll try that tomorrow with the account that didn't beat that node yet. And then after this, it's very rudimentary. So once we beat that team, it's Mephisto. I said rudimentary. I spoke too soon. We're one floor before rudimentary. This is where we use Mephisto, and this is actually a very stressful node for sure. Even Mephisto doesn't make it automatic. You want to target the Nemesis with the special from Mephisto to give exposed to Apocalypse, Quicksilver, and Red Hulk. That's going to stop the turn meter shenanigans, right? And then you tunnel Apocalypse only deviating to put a stun on the Morgan. Now, I didn't land the stun on the Morgan there. She ended up, I guess, doing a basic and stole immunity from somebody. So I couldn't stun her, but I have in the past. So that turn me to rewind was really brutal. I was still able to get through it because this is why we bring Nova. He's a hero, right? Apocalypse will punch the Nova. Nova's going to have so many death proofs. He's built up properly. That's just how it's going to work. And then from there, we got to try and play cleanup at that point. It's scary. It's dangerous. This is a defining node for sure. If we were to lose this node, we could definitely try to Superior 6 it. I'm not sure how good that'll go because we have so many threats here, including a very big Quicksilver. I wouldn't be surprised if that loss. Like normally when we do this node, it's Apocalypse and Horseman with Kang, right? Which is tough. But yeah, it can get the job done. And then floor 39, this is a Superior 6. It's actually very easy. It's just about targeting. So we're going to use the Vulture special. Want to make sure we clip that Hard Light as well as the Eternals. Get some slow over there. And then our Lizard, he's going to take the death proofs off of Black Cat so that they can get rewound, the Secret Defenders. My Lizard was a skirmisher here, so I targeted Icarus. If he's a Raider, just let it fly, right? And then what I did is I kill the Icarus, tunnel him down. I ability block the Hard Light with Kraven. And then Goblin, he just starts throwing bombs at people and they just start falling over, right? Vulture, obviously, turn me to rewind is huge. Goblin, though, you've got to use the special. This is very important. Use a special from Doc Ock to get extra charges on your Goblin because it's his passive that's going to kill the Dormammu and save you from like a really bad stun and getting wrecked and getting all your buffs taken and the drains happening, everything like that, right? So you want to play this properly because we do have to kill everybody twice in this matchup. But I've done it many times, even with a much smaller Superior 6 team, and it worked out really, really good for me. And then finally, stage 40 is just going to be Hive Mind with Black Knight, and this one works great. You want to make sure that your Red Goblin is adjacent to the Black Knight in this case, because he gets rewound. We don't want Carnage to get rewound. Carnage has an ability that doesn't put any debuffs on the enemy, which is unique in the sense that it gets us the speed bar without giving Skrull speed bar. So we end up getting to do more abilities. We get to put more bleeds on that Super Skrull before he goes, and Black Knight gets the job done. I do think there is a size factor here. If you don't have a Crimson Geared Black Knight with at least 1, maybe 2 diamonds, then this may not be the match for you. And if that's the case, then you could change a lot of your math here and just aim to get to floor 40. Or get to 40, not beat 40. And you can go from there. But of course, you still got to win that Mephisto matchup, which is super tough. Anyway, this is now going to be followed by all the gameplay from the endgame account, so I hope you enjoy that. Timestamps will be added as soon as I can. But for now, guys, good luck with your tower climb. I wish you all the best of luck, and I'll see you in day 2, where we have like a much more definitive, like use these teams and crush your enemies kind of thing. And then we got to talk about the gamble of going for, you know, floor 41 and beating floor 50 and doing that every single day, or just sitting on floor 50 and getting that easy clear and seeing if that's the way to go. But that's to me for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the like free-to-play endgame track, the big Expander track. If you watched all this, let me know if this helped you. If you have any questions, of course, hit me up in the comment section below, or if you want a like direct answer, ping me in the Discord. I'll get to it as soon as I can. I'll be streaming all day tomorrow, so if you want to hop in on Twitch or hop in on YouTube, ask your questions, then I can answer you there, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. Bye for now. All right, it's time to get crazy on the Super Spender account. This is the JTD account. We're going to be going hard here. I have 45 teams. No, we're not trying to climb 45 floors. We're just trying to get to floors 40. So I actually have a bunch of like really trashy teams that I'm hoping are going to help carry me through the early floors, and then I'm going to be able to right the ship as we get higher, because those are the floors that are going to matter, right? This is going to be completely different than the Dorks account. So the video that you watched up to now, which was probably way too long, hopefully you're enjoying those timestamps, takes off from here. And this is a trash team thrown together, obviously. So this is just like Black Panther takes on the Defenders, and I'm probably going to be playing all of these out to see how they go. But yeah, we're trying to get to floor 40 today, which would be huge. It'd be absolutely huge. All right, there we go. So if we can just get 1 kill, and then that's it. It's off to the races now. I figured Black Panther, who's been built up for war, would handle this. I'm so smart. I threw in a character that was the same size as the entire team. There we go. Alright, now we're moving on to the next one. And we're keeping an eye out because the Magneto node is actually not super easy. And that's the one we're going to be putting most of our attention on. But for now, I'm going to be hitting this one with just Marauders and Ghost Spider. Sabretooth is going to be safe for that Weapon X team. We are not going to be simming the first 15 floors, no. Because I'm using some really, really dog shit characters here. Alright, so he's going to take the hits. It's good, good, good. Alright, that's this Mystique's turn. I'm not sure why it's showing. I hate this new bug where it shows the wrong thing. Can this not be dodged? Who cares? Let's just throw it and see what happens. Yeah, it cannot be dodged. Perfect. I thought so. I thought as much. This can be dodged, but it's fine. Madeline's going to come in hot in a second. Hopefully do a lot of damage to these people that have defense down. Or she'll get slowed and then turn me around to hell. One of those two things is definitely going to happen. I mean, if Sinister goes first, he gives offense up on his special, doesn't he? Offense up to Madeline before she does her special will be pretty great. He does, doesn't he? Offense up. Okay. As always, as we're telling from Ally Mystique here, spread positive effects on this character to all mutant clones. Yeah, let's go. There's offense up to Madeline. Madeline's thinking real hard about where she's going to put this smackdown. Oh! Okay, she did nothing. God, I wish the Marauders didn't suck. We need to get some, more Hellfire Club in here to right this ship. This is redonkulous how bad they are. Here we go. We'll clone for no reason. Assist comes in. That's awesome. And we'll try and take him out. Boom. There we go. Sebastian. Yes, Sebastian. Sebastian, Sean, Reek. The same thing they did to Marauders before, but they just introduced Madeline. They just introduced one more character. That's all they need to do. People claim war defense is stale. Fix it that way. Plug and play characters. Revitalizing teams. That's the way to do it. Alright, I have no prayer that this will work, but I'm going to try it anyway, because I would like to save my Uncanny, if possible, for that Magneto node, because we can actually get a nice little cleanse going there. So just by sheer power, we'll see if this fake Web Warrior team can get it done. And if it does, we'll soon be abandoning our bad teams. Once we hit like stage 20, you don't really get an option anyway. Alright, so let's go ahead and try and get some defense down out there. Good stuff. Offense down as well. Just the sheer size of this team is getting it done. That's a dead Hawkeye. It's a good start. Taunting by the Hulk. We knew it was going to come. I wouldn't be surprised if this Hulk kills me, by the way. Ooh, that's a good good time to get rid of the Hulk taunt, actually. We get back on Thor. We're definitely taking damage. Maybe should have brought anti-venom, maybe. For Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Remember when my team power was 500k bigger than this? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Tower power is a lie. What Merc is saying, where his 3 diamond characters got one shot by that Black Bolt, he's not joking. Tower is a joke. It's an absolute lie when you look at the power of the enemies. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead. We'll try the Ravagers here instead. Let's see if they can get it done for us. And first thing we'll do, I guess, is try and just get rid of the Thor. Oof. Wow, those Hawkeyes perfectly timed their specials to just steal all of my ability, all my buffs. I forget how to use this character. This is blind plus ability block. Unavoidable. Copy all positive effects, including stealth, taunt, regeneration from adjacent. Okay, we don't have any of that. So I think we're going to use the blind here. Let's go ahead and use the blind. Hopefully we get an assist called in, and then we kill him. Okay, good. Ravager's doing good-ish. Not looking good now. Turn me to rewind on the one of them is good. Summon in is good. Speed up is good. Can we get the taunt off you, Hulk? Oh, he failed. He failed the check. All right, it's just basic. Extra damage. Good, because we need to kill that Hawkeye before he goes. Does the speed up on the T'Challa get us there before the Hawkeye? It did. That's fantastic. So we'll kill this Hawkeye, because we don't want to be eating blinds for too long. And there we go. So right away, we're already kind of flexing roster power by having Ravagers up to this task, because this is a bullshit node. This node, mate. This is the first node that the team power is just not relevant to the story. All right, here we go. God, you can't trust anything in this game. All right, moving on. Now I could use the Uncanny Ultron team up against the Brotherhood team, which I'm very thankful for, because I definitely did not want to, well, I guess Shadowlands would cleanse it eventually. I would just be concerned that they're dead by then, just from the power of, like, the Nemesis and that. We'll see how these guys handle it here first. I wouldn't be surprised if this team loses either, for what it's worth. Hopefully our Phoenix can get a cleanse off. All right, there's the blinds. Didn't land on Colossus. He gets like a crazy amount of focus, right? When he has defense up. All right, Phoenix is doing good. We're not taking any damage yet, which is nice. There we go. There's the blinds, and that'll be it. This will be a win. Wow, they're actually doing no damage to the Phoenix. Compared to what they did on the last count, where they were just shredding my team, I'm surprised. All right, let's get summons up. Go ahead and get some charges. And let's not waste any time. Storm, when it's your turn, let them know where to find you. Hold on. Maybe you can get offense up. That'd be kind of clutch. Ooh, she did. She did get offense up. Bring it home, Stormy! Woo! There we go. That felt a lot better than using the Rhino team, to be honest with you. Here we go. Shiny asking, I'm 2 gears away from City DD7 and almost done with Global Tunes. Waiting for the new Cosmic Tunes would be the best bet for Cosmic DD7, right? I would have to assume so. I would have to assume that the likes of Endgame Thanos and Odin and Gore and Gladiator, they gotta be just light years better, right? I'm gonna try and save that Astonishing team. We're gonna try Shadowlands here. This is super sketchy. This is not something I would advise. I'm just gonna try it because I'm confident in my abilities to retreat. If this fails, though, it does ruin the tower run for the day. It actually would, which is scary. But we'll see. Yeah. It's been well documented, which is super nice, right? All right, let's go for Minerva first, obviously. We don't want her to do all her crap that she does. So she's gone. That's good. Counterattacks? Sure, let's get our counterattacks up. We're going to take out these Kree people first. I think they're actually scarier, oddly enough. All right, this will not hit the Infinity Watch members. We don't have that rework on our Moon Knight yet. Flip 3 negative effects, apply generation. No, let's just do the assist. White Tiger, some speed is nice. Let's see if we can't take out Phi Lavelle here. She has defense down after all. Boom! Gotta go, White Tiger. That's that shit I like. Oh, not quite enough to get rid of Ultimus, unfortunately. That Ultimus is just... yeah, that Ultimus is just staring at us. Oh, no! I didn't like that. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, survive. Survive! Alright, good. Flippy. Should have kept that taunt strip from Electra. If I was smart, I would have. You don't come here to watch for smarts, though. You come here to watch for rage. Alright, this is going slightly better than I thought it would. I think killing that Minerva was an absolute game changer. There's speed bar for White Tiger, which means I can get a kill. Let's go for the kill on Moondragon. Didn't quite have enough in the tank there. We don't want to let her take another turn because her next turn is going to be a big heal. Damn, we're getting raked across the coals here. Oh, nice. Very, very nice. All right, that's going to be it for Ultimus. That's good. Oh, Moon Knight almost bit the dust there. Let's keep killing the people that'll stay dead. This isn't a permakill, right? No, it's not. It's just basic here. Ugh! Is that unavoidable? No, it's not. So let's just use the basic. Let's get that taunt gone. Or sorry, the dodge is gone. Boom. I still feel like Gamora might clinch this one out. Ugh! Brutal, brutal, brutal. I need Moon Knight to bring my guys back from the brink here. Or, Night Nurse, rather. Ooh! Not my White Tiger. Alright, let's take the time just to get rid of the Reaper here. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, the bleed! The bleed! Oh! Oh! Good job, Night Nurse. Oh, Night Nurse is a beast. Oh, well, we should not have won this, but I'm happy to save the Axeman team. Very happy to save that Axeman team. That was, oof. Oof, oof, oof. Oof. I like that. All right, next up was going to be... I was going to try to Hero as Guardians this one. I think this is a fail unless we get a good Valkyrie passive proc. If we get a good Valkyrie passive proc and our Thor is able to pop off, then this is going to save us another really good team. Which is what we prefer over everything else. All right. Oof, that ability block on Jane is not my favorite. If Heimdall were to die and proc that Valkyrie passive, I wouldn't mind that, to be honest with you. Oh, the Thor smash is a thing of beauty. It's an absolute thing of beauty. Let's see if we can't take out the person on the end here. Ah, close. Alright, get this taunt up. Maybe if Sif dies, we can get that Valkyrie passive. This is why we really didn't like that Jane ability block. But hey, let's go Thor. Alright, Thor got it done. Thor gets it done for us. Unless he doesn't. Boom! Let's freaking go. Didn't expect to get this much free wins, but I'm happy to get them. Very happy to get them. All right, the next team up is the Inhuman team. I was gonna use Young Avengers here because I thought we'd have a lot more fails along the way. I think I might try something different. You know what? Let's get really greedy. Let's see if this 4-piece Heroes for Hire team can beat these guys. All right, calling with the offense down because of the yo-yo sucks, but it is what it is. Just stay on the Black Bolt. He dies, then we're pretty good at that point. Ooh, not bad. Minions are dead. We definitely saw that coming. Black Bolt surviving for now. Oh, there he goes. And we got rid of the shield security, so we should be good. Let's get defense up out there. Colleen just whacking away. Yeah, we learned a lot from the last Sword Satellite. After seeing somebody beat all the way through stage 42, we realized that truly, for the endgame rosters, there are ways to space it out even more. Is this going to translate to that? It really depends on those later floors. Really depends on those later floors. All right, this is another one that, like, we were kind of surprised at how easy that Quicksilver was to take care of. I don't know how hard we want to be pushing this, but maybe I'm going to try it. We're going to use our invaders were so big from building them up for raids. I want to see if they can just sustain through this and then pop back. Because I feel like if we get even a couple attacks off, we'll erase people. No defense up to be flipped, which is good. Yeah, Quicksilver doesn't have the T4 because he didn't take turns back to back. It's interesting. He should still go next because of how weak we are, but... Oh, well then. We can't stop him from going. We're not going to be able to kill him one shot. So why don't we try killing this guy one? Oh my god, yeah, why don't we try killing him one shot for sure? Winter Soldier does not mess around, huh? Alright, you know what? I think Quicksilver was always just making me overthink this lane, this node. This was a pretty convincing win. Ah, the bring back. My Iron Fist still hasn't taken a freaking turn yet. Alright, can't be dodged. Ooh! That was with offense down. Winter Soldier did not appreciate getting targeted like that. Good stuff, good stuff. Saving a lot of teams here. With that said, though, I think we're at stage 10 now. This is not the stage to try and save a team on. You use your infestation here. Oh, not this one yet. Ah, another Shang-Chi node. So 120 is the speed to beat here. I bet Young Avengers can get by this. Dark Hunters are far bigger than my Young Avengers. Let's see. Let's try it. Because we can get extra work out of our Dark Hunters. Just by the size of them. But I wouldn't be surprised if Shang-Chi kicks all my people to oblivion here. It's going to be all about Squirrel Girl bringing people back. Yeah, let's take all this stuff off. She'll get extra energy again. Alright, Echo is just obliterating people with that counterattack. We don't like this guy very much. Ability block on Squirrel Girl. Not my favorite thing. But we got the Shang-Chi gone, and we already ate the Moon Knight ult, so it's pretty much over. Nice! Mega nice. I still think the initial teams that I had them set, where I had them set, probably better. Just based on what people would probably have had built up over time. But I think the first, like someone was saying earlier, I think it was purple. The first 15 floors of tower, it's really like use your worst teams and figure it out kind of thing. But not this one. Use your infestation on the infestation, assuming that yours is bigger. True, Winston. Gear tier 19 Young Avengers. Alright. They got the go-ahead to go first. We gotta get rid of this taunt here. speed up going. We did get an immunity on Yellow Jacket, which is nice. I'll use the ult. I'll tell you what, this time I'm just going to use it here, because last time we killed the Ultron unnecessarily. Alright, let's do the end of these. You know what? I think I like this play better. Just tunnel down that big-time Spider-Man, then when Yellow Jacket goes, he's going to bring it home here on the double tap. Oh, yeah. Beauty. Thing of beauty for sure on that one. Big-time Spider-Man being the big-time threat on the team. Let's basic to make sure he dies. Okay, cool. There goes Ant-Man. There goes the Black Widow. And there goes Titania. Good, 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 good. Yeah, I think this is still the smart team to use here. We just have enough speed. I'm not using Hawkeye here, to my understanding, because I'll be using him with my Illuminati team. Hawkeye with the Illuminati? You fucking heard me, man. You fucking heard me, man. Hawkeye Illuminati is the new thing. Tell everyone. Also, Hawkeye clearly would have been a waste here, as my Zemo just laid waste to them. Alright, Surfer, show him why you're the king. Oh. Good stuff. I'd love a Silver Surfer rework. Speaking of the splash art with him in it, I think that'd be really cool. Okay. I did have this planned for next. The next attack, I had this planned. Because it was just the sheer size of it, right? I can probably get away with something different here. I could use this somewhere else. The problem is, mechanically, this team's dog poop. We're going to take this match anyway. We'll take this match anyway. I mean, the team is bad, right? It's just, we're going to be so big. There's a Spider-Verse character. Should walk over it. That's all that really matters. We have Rhino here just in case Taskmaster lines a blind on him. He can clear it. Plus clear it off his adjacent allies. Part of the super stretch that we're trying to do here. Alright, so yeah, we're just taking no damage because our team is too big to fail. I have Rhino positioned in the worst place ever if I want him to cleanse adjacent allies. Slayer refuses to drop his buffs. I appreciate that. Kept the one that mattered. Offense up. There they go. So Young God Caleb. Tonight I beat 35 last time around. Beat 36 in day one. For some reason, the Sin 6 didn't work against the big-time Spider-Man Weaver node. Same with me, Young God Caleb. This time my Lizard did 0 damage to it and got walked over. I'm a little late. Is Odin coming soon? He's been data mined. And there's a splash art for him. So I guess it's more than just being data mined. Was I really going to use Underworld here? I mean, if I said that's what I'm going to do, then that's what I'm going to do. But Odin, Gore, Guardian, all confirmed. Thanos Endgame, so like a new Thanos, in the data mines. There's a splash screen of him holding his Endgame sword. Ares data mined, so getting into the Greek mythology stuff, which I'd be super excited for. Yeah, lots of cool stuff coming. Alright. They still haven't killed the minion that would do a turn meter rewind, which is super annoying. But we just obliterated them, so I guess it's fine. This is definitely a size thing helping me out here for sure. That Vol getting just obliterated like that, that's not super duper normal. Although if you build up Underworld, they're one hell of a war team if you ask me. See, counters up. Boom. Oof, that minion obliterated Okoye. Odin better be next legendary? I think he's just going to be a regular character. I think he's going to be regular. I don't think he's going to be legendary. I don't think he's going to be epic. He's just going to be regular. He's going to have a kit worthy of like a Nightcrawler or a Black Knight. We're going to go from there. The problem I have is if all those characters are on the same team, those are some big name characters to all be slamming in the same pile. You know what I mean? Did I skip a team? I feel like I was supposed to use these guys on 14. And these guys are supposed to be used... Well, definitely not there. These guys are supposed to be used... I believe on this node here, the Black Order node is what I had planned. No, these guys were for Black Order. So, oh, I actually did plan this. Okay. 4-piece Pegasus versus the Extreme team. Okay, alright, astonishing. Like they did on Cabal? Yeah. This is gonna push too many people, isn't it? I didn't push anybody, that's good. Hope my phone doesn't explode. Okay, so there goes his attack, that's good. This is a turn meter rewind, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe just in war, actually. Oh, we pushed way too many people, Beast. For the Beast without killing that Jubilee. What were you thinking? I guess we were thinking this was going to be fine. There you go. The one basic that Darkhawk did was actually really good. It gave energy to Iron Man to let him ult turn 1. So I would consider using at least one basic, whether that be from Ironheart. I wouldn't use Rescue. I would use Rescue's Ultimate because she'd have it up. I would use Ironheart Basic there. Ironheart Basic, Ultimate Rescue, and then you either Ultimate with Darkhawk or with Iron Man Infinity War, or both, depending on, you know, how who got ability blocked from whatever's face, Gambit or whoever the hell did it. All right, good stuff. And then we have A-Force Mysterio. I do not know why I have Mysterio here. I guess he's just another target for characters. A-Force is coming in here. I'm not certain that this is going to be a win, but I need to save my Infinity Watch. This Thanos is no joke. My whole thing here is that as long as Jessica Jones doesn't die, she's going to keep my team cleansed and make sure I don't get ripped apart by the damn Thanos Ultimate and all the other abilities, right? So we'll see if that holds true here. I'm not going to do that cleanse yet. Let's take all these buffs off them. Jessica Jones taking the buffs off Thanos is huge. I don't really want to push anybody yet, but I do need to get the ultimate used for the first time. Here comes the flip. Is that going to get my Jessica Jones enough speed bar to... Yeah, there she goes. She's going to fix everything. Jessica Jones got so much speed bar, she's going to go again. I love that. Kingpin gave offense up to Thanos. Let's make sure we give him an offense down to kind of right that ship. This will kill the Corvus. Seems worth it to me. Offense down. That's a lot of debuffs for Jessica Jones to feed into, right? Alright, but we don't have the defense down, so we took that hit like a champ. And Jessica Jones not ready to cleanse yet. But she's getting there. Mysterio's got a blind. Good stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of debuffs giving Jessica Jones more speed yet again. She can clear these buffs now. And the next time Jessica Jones gets speed, she's actually going to be able to do her cleanse. So looking pretty good here for A-Force. Yeah, A-Force looking pretty fresh on this node, not going to lie. Here. That should be it for Thanos. Now, if your Jessica Jones gets trained down and she's not very big, this would be a problem. I have a big Jessica Jones. I have a big A-Force. Big into war on this account, right? There we go. Good. Worked good. You know what? I did like the Mysterio dupes there. I think that they existed. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. Alright, alright. Where are we at next? I did have this team plan. I think I'm going to call a mulligan here, though. I'm going to try and save my nowhere characters. Not that I really care. But, oh, well, I tried to drag my thumb down. Apparently I hit fight, so I guess we're not saving anything. Hot phone plus bad UI equals this, I guess. Well, we do have the Dark Hunters for cleanup if this fails. I'm kind of worried that this will fail, but we'll see. There's the summons. The reason I wanted to do these guys is because Thor Infinity War's special cannot be counterattacked. But I am worried we're going to take one hell of a beating halfway through here. Alright, that's good. Let's target this one over here. We killed a bunch of them. Cosmo took a hit. Shield taking hits too. I wanted the Gamma members here for this reason exactly. Alright, this cannot be counterattacked, so he's going to pop off here. Good stuff. Almost gets through it. I don't really want him to do it. This will reduce speed bar by 40%, but I don't think it's enough to get him to die. So maybe I should reduce the other people instead. She is a skirmisher, though. He's got the speed up. I don't think we can stop him, and we didn't flip anything to bleed. Oh, but we got hit for a 5th time. Activating that She-Hulk passive. That was good. Okay, good, good, good. I should have looked at our charges. Alright. I mean, this, again, this was just like sheer size difference, right? This was a like 3 million team against a 1 million team. Mechanically, I do like that Cosmos stole a bunch of buffs and Thor can't be counterattacked and all that kind of stuff, but yeah. Good enough. Not a new cam, just a new cam angle, if you will. I changed my room around. Ah, yes, the Out of Time team. I want to try Dark Hunters here. We're going to try Dark Hunters here. The reason I want to try Dark Hunters here is because they are really fast. And I had my Out of Time team for this one, but they're so good that I think if something goes horribly wrong later, I could use my Out of Time better than I could use my Dark Hunters, obviously, for obvious reasons, right? So what do we want to do here? Let's start by getting the dodge off of Gwenpool, because we know we're going to have to go for her eventually. Ghost Rider's going to come in with some crazy bleeds. We are so far ahead here. Dark Hunters are doing amazing. Let's get the ability block on her. Oh, she's just dead. That's great. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. This is great. Elsa doesn't take the death proofs off unless it's in war, I guess. Oh, this shredded it. This was fantastic. Now let's see if we just like randomly die here, though, I guess. Alrighty. Let's go where there's not the dodge for now. Yeah, Deathpool seems like the bigger threat here. Boom. She's gone. Ah, basic hits a billion times. Let's do that. This is going to be a nice stun. T4 is needed for that stun, of course. Oh, Voodoo smashes. Who do we want to see on that Mystic team with Karen Page and Man Thing and Moon Knight? Do we want to see Voodoo or do we want to see Elsa? I'm kind of torn because I think they're both fantastic characters. All right, good. So yeah, we saved our these guys. I'm not sure for what yet, but we did save them. We're gonna use full Bifrost against this Gamma team. Think we'll see Dracula in a Vampire Minion Summit? Yeah, that's what I say in the video, Steven. That's what I figure when I saw the Vampire Minion. I'm like, well, who would summon a Vampire Minion? Unless they're going to make Karen Page summon Vampire Minions. Like, that's clearly a shout out to Dracula, right? Let's just give him ability block so we can't cleanse everything. Or we'll kill everybody. The death debuff works pretty good in this game. Alright, whatever. Just hit into the expose. Boom. Striker Beta Ray Bill strikes again. I love when Elsa Rework says Glass Ghost. I really like Elsa too. I think she's a really fun character. Like her just gameplay is fun. Alright, yeah, we use Black Order on these guys. I guess I could save Black Order too. I wonder if Black Order could take that Wakanda team, the Wakanda Weaver team. What does Thanos do again? Does he take speed up away from people? Am I just in a delirium? Like, he does do that, right? Or is that war only? Empowered. Basic. In war, clear speed up from primary J's. Okay, so only in war. Okay. So if he had his war buffs, then I would do that, but not. So I won't do that. Okay. All right, so maybe we'll use the out-of-time characters for that Wakanda node and see if they can just out-sustain it, maybe. All right, I like to go ahead. I like to hit the shield security guard because we're going to have to go for him anyway. There he goes. You don't want to use the Thanos special until after Squirrel's first turn, at the very least. Let's get these the defense up, rather. Just in time for her to flip it. But Thanos will flip it back, even though she didn't land any air flips. Our biggest concern is probably the game crashing. My phone overheating like crazy. Thanos with the slow is super annoying. But he'll get speed bar once his characters start getting pushed. He can't be dodged, so let's go ahead and take her out. Get out of here, Kate. Oof. Cull is not having it. Good old taunt. I guess that also can't be dodged. Good. Yes, just work on the Squirrel Girl. Ooh. Oh! Big Black Order is dirty when it comes to sword, satellite towers, and all that kind of stuff. If only these modes didn't run, like, once a year. And Thanos is just on his third turn. It's just been the other guys running rampant. Does Thanos even make it to his ultimate? He doesn't. Oof. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Whoops. That's the wrong button. Alrighty. Okay, yeah, so I'm using Captain Sam here. I used X23 on the other account, but that's because X23 was a baby. X23 is big on this account, and I'm going to use her later. This is very simple. This is Rogue controls Doom, Sunfire kills everybody. And there's not really anything else to worry about besides that. We have additional ability blocks to work with, just to, like, help us really secure that. But it's not necessary. I mean, we don't even need it. Look, he's already dead, so... even better. I'll put an ability block on Wong just because. And then we'll kill the Agatha. Make sure she dies. Ooh, not enough to go through that death proof. I guess that's fine. Finish you up. Agatha's gonna bleed out? Question mark? Nope. We will not give her the chance. Basic ships buffs. This hits twice, and we're moving on over. Ba-boom! Alright, we're getting asked Crucible question. What do you think about Pegasus in Room 5? That's an easy Eternals team. Eternals, OG Falcon, Omega Red, and, like, any sort of speed character that you want to bring in there. Okay, I did have this plan. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this one goes. This is going to be now new warriors, which we didn't use on an earlier floor. Big punch down. We should have the speed advantage up to our death pool, who's tied with Kestrel. I'm wondering if my Firestar, being how big she is, just kills everybody. It's a real possibility. I mean, it depends on these flips on the deflex, I guess. But we want to start by trying to take one off Kestrel. Didn't quite get it off. We got one of them off. And now we'll just let it fly. Okay, and it's over. Okay, so there you go. Nothing to worry about, nothing to overthink. It's just over. I'll do the special because it should strip off a couple of deflex. It has two sources of damage, the percentage life and the damage. Game will crash just to make me cry. Boom. Perfect. I don't know how big your Firestar needs to be to accomplish that. I don't think my Firestar needed to be that big. That Peggy only survived because of counters. I can share the import code with you now if you want, Winston. But I'm going to need to delete some of the teams that we are not going to end up using, right? Oh, yeah, I want to use New Avengers against this... this Bifrost team. It just felt like it was the right time. Let's go all share. Copy import code. There you go, Winston. So this team is just going to be too big to fail. This team is probably going to kill everybody before a single Asgardian breathes. Yeah, there it goes. This is just a giant war team that I have built. Yeah, I'm not even going to give her the satisfaction of ulting her. We're going to use the basic on that one. Good. Floor 23. Okay, this is where it gets sketchy, right? This is where we had our last team flunked out on us in a really big way. Flunked out hard. And that was our lizard team. I really want the lizard team to work is the problem. Actually, no. I can't even use the lizard team anymore, can I? I was going to use Secret Defenders here. That's right. I'm using Secret Defenders here because I need my Superior 6 intact for floor 39. This is a waste of this team, guys. I just want everyone to be on the same page. This is a waste, except that I need to do this to beat floor 40, right? Because I need my Superior 6 for floor 39. And I need Lizard and Vulture, so I can't split those two up. So this is going to be bad. But if it works, then it's going to be great, right? So let's go ahead and we need to... Man, a big part of me wants to say, Just let, yeah, we're just going to let the 29 go. We're going to rewind that big time Spider-Man. He's still going to go first. I guess he gets speed bar. I should have rewound that 2099, huh? That's all right. Let's see if we can still get some unavoidable attacks in here. She gets the ability block, and the Secret Defenders are just going to out-muscle this one. Can this be dodged? Cannot be counter-attacked or blocked. It can be dodged. Let's just not waste it. Perfect. And there we go. Oh, the dodge. Oh, the ability block. None of this matters, though. There we go. The triple summer camp tickets. Yep. Nexus 5-7. They're going to keep it for 24 hours, guys. But just 24 hours. Yeah. So that felt really bad using Secret Defenders there, but also felt necessary. This is one I'm not sure how this goes. But this is also one now where I could use that out of time team that I saved. But I kind of want to see how Illuminati handle this. I kind of want to see how Illuminati handle this. All right, let's go. I want to see how they work as a team. We broke up all their teams that were helping carry us lower, like Bionic Avengers, like Inhumans. This is not a punch down. This is a punch across. This is a very scary Quicksilver, but I want to see how this goes. The way I see this is we got to actually kill everyone on the right side first. And we just going to have to let Hawkeye do what Hawkeye wants to do. So I'm going to start here, and hopefully we don't put a slow on the Quicksilver, because I feel like that'd be bad. Holy shit, that damage. Holy shit, that damage. All right, this is great. We're going to turn me to rewind right here. Hitting the Wong, hitting the Agatha. Didn't get enough buffs off that Agatha. All right, here comes Quicksilver. Quicksilver spread out his damage. That's probably for the best for us, right? We do have an assist coming in. This could kill the Agatha for me. Let's secure that kill then. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus! Black Bolt, stop it! What are you doing? Wait, Black Bolt, get the perma kill here. Oh my God, Black Bolt! Wait, why didn't he do his adjacent hit? Was Moon Dragon not adjacent? Okay, but maybe we die here. Just by ignoring the Quicksilver. Probably not the smartest thing in the world. Cannot be blocked. Okay. Oh my God, did Iron Man just do all that damage to him? Did I have a stroke? I gotta take the dodge off of him, but... this isn't gonna help me at all. This was close to working, actually. Holy crap, Black Bolt! Dude, if Black Bolt survives to do one more turn... never mind. So close, if not Hawkeye. If it wasn't Hawkeye and it was somebody like Nova instead, that's a win. That is heartbreaking from what I had planned. I was really hoping that that would just magically work. Luckily for us, we did save this team, which I can now use here if I need to. But I'm also going to try these guys first. I feel like I should bring Dorman with these guys. Yeah. I'm going to bring Dorman with these guys. Just to really secure this win. I think out of time with Dorm's got this handled. I didn't say Hawkeye was not as good as Nova. It's just situational. Yeah, so Black Bolt damage, not nothing. Yes, it is, Sass. Yes, it is. All right, so let's get some flippy flippies. And we're going to throw the kitchen sink at this Quicksilver this time. Leaving him was clearly a big mistake, but holy shit! Out of time is crazy. Dorm wasted. Absolutely finagled. All right, we got that dodge off. Let's stun Trauma if he doesn't have immunity. He doesn't. And let's finish this up. Oh my gosh. Cosmic Ghost Rider's a beast. There we go. Oof. Good stuff. Good thing we had all those extra teams down below to save us some little bit of wiggle room. Alright, now this is Darkhold. This node, if you lose on this node, it becomes an absolute nightmare, but Darkhold handles it really well, even on a punch across. The Morgan Le Fay getting that slow on Kang is just too clutch. Too clutch. There it is. That even allows your Scarlet Witch to go first. Oh, this is beautiful. So what just happened is I didn't peel the taunt off of Absorbing Man, which allows my Strange to also hit the Kang, which makes it that much easier. Because he's the only threat on this floor. Even that Icarus just randomly dies. I gotta say, the difference between the size of Darkhold on my other account and this account doesn't feel like the difference in gameplay. Like, the other Darkhold is not much smaller than this one, and this one is just way too powerful. Like, that Strange is one-shotting people, and he might be like 1 gear tier higher, which is kind of crazy. Doesn't make much sense, does it? This one, yeah, I saved my War Dogs for this one. So we got War Dogs with Kang, and this is where I'm using my Kang for extra safety. So Kang is going to take the speed up off of the Wakandans, and hopefully that's going to be enough for me to get to go before and kill everybody, especially this Weaver, who's going to be my primary target. But yeah, this is a sketchy one for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the slow here on the Black Panther 1 million, the Nakia. Okay, Weaver everyone just died. Kang could have soloed this node on his own. Good to know. Alright, good to know. Next time I won't bother using anybody but Kang here. 3 Diamond Kang, gear 219, mind you. I still don't feel like that was a waste of Wakanda, though. I'm happy. I more feel like it was a waste of Kang. Because without Kang, I'm definitely worried about the Apocalypse node 35. But we have a speed character for it. We'll have to see if it works. This is sketchy. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to hold on to that Dormammu. We're going to try to Infinity Watch this Unlimited team. This Unlimited team claims to be 1.8 million. This has to be a visual glitch. It has to be at least 2.8 million. There's no reason they would make it weaker than the teams that came before it. It makes no sense. Do not believe the numbers that are shown. We have to sit through the absolute beating that we're going to get by being stuck on this rogue and see if we can come out the other end. Time will tell. Here we go. So we'll get counters up first. And let's see who rogue debilitates here, because that's going to be really important. Let's kill the beast. Kill the beast! So we're not worried about all the different buffs that the beast can give. Could have killed the Jubilee too, I suppose. There's no point in using the ability block right now because she does have Disrupt. The only thing it would do is not eat up the dodges, and we kind of want to eat up the dodges. Let's get this barrier up. It's good. Infinity Watch is handling this node. I'm wondering if this is just like a giant function of the size of my team. Wow, Jubilee stunned the one person who couldn't be stunned. Starting to feel like I'm getting some BS luck here, which I'm not a super big fan of. Okay. Special might kill that Iceman. Ultimate gets me offense up. Special also gives death proofs out to my team. Let's do that. Okay, Iceman did die. Blind Gamora, her ultimate, to my knowledge, is unavoidable. It might just be that it can't be dodged, though. We'll have to wait and see. Big heal for Moondragon didn't feel that big. I wonder if she's not currently a healer. Is she not a healer right now? She is. It just didn't feel very big. We're going to basic just because it gives percentile damage to the rogue. More likely to push her into her stealth, which is exactly what happened. Big damage from the Sunfire. Thank God for death proofs. Damn, that's going to be a kill. That's a turn meter rewind plus sharing all those buffs to my team. But Adam Warlock Death actually takes all the debuffs off. Ooh, this is super lucky, guys. I feel like this was a necessary evil for what I was trying to accomplish this run. But I just want you guys to know that this run with Infinity Watch right now feels super BS lucky. I was very well aware that this was going to be a problematic node. And I feel like I'm getting never punished right now, is I think what chat would call it. Man, if I had to put like a recommended power, I think like my Infinity Watch is 3 million powers. I think I would recommend like no less than 2.7 mil on this one. All right, there we go. Ooh, looking good. I want to say we have 3 more hang on for dear life matches. 3 more hang on for dear life matches, I think. All right, this is my Eternals matchup. This one's very easy. Fury summons, Icarus kills everybody. 2 taunts, in case the Kestrel gets speed up on spawn from the Fury. Because if that happens, Kestrel will pretty much annihilate a pre-taunt. And then if she does that, then the minions can take your Icarus' speed up off. Or sorry, offense up off. And that'd be bad. Or the game crashes. One or the other. I'm getting super scared of a crash potential here. Alright, that's going to clear everybody. Everybody? Yeah, everybody. Perfect. Do. All right. Ooh, I'm getting nervous. We're getting deep. And my game is not enjoying, and I'm not enjoying my game doing that either, for the record. It's not plugged in, it's just hot. Take the case off, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that'll help a little bit. That Hawk 3 is an iPhone 13. It is. How'd you know that? Are they zoning out my phone? Am I no longer going to be able to play this game anymore? This one can win because of the dodges that Magneto puts out. Bury some ice packs. Yeah, my iPhone 13. How did you know? Alright, so number 1 kill target should probably be the Hela, but we can't reach her, so we're going to settle for the Archangel. There we go. Go for the Nemesis next. Alright, my Death Seed is a beast. Apparently. Alright, dodges are coming in clutch. Alright, there goes the Hela. That's great. Apparently, I need a new phone. iPhone 13. I guess it's past the point where Apple lets your phone keep functioning. So they give you an update that starts making your phone fry itself. Good to know. Yeah, it's super hot. Alright, this was a sketchy one. This is one of the sketchy ones that I was worried about. So we got Guardian, Mutant, or Bio, Skill, Tech. Oh my god, we went through the whole gambit there. We got a Mutant North Star. We have the Bio 299, the Tech Skill Kestrel, and 1 Mystic character. Even with Emma, my Weaver should go before the Morgan by a full tick. And then I get my stun out, we take the revives off people, and we go from there. All right, and the fact that Weaver got hit means we're definitely going before the Weaver, which is super cool. So, who do I want to put the stun on, I guess is the question. I'm kind of thinking Wong here, and we let the Morgan do her thing. That seems like the game plan. All right, so yeah, I would love to stun. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, I think I got to stun the Wong here. My phone is no longer being responsive. Please don't randomly shut the app down. Please don't shut the app down. I've had to do that before, and that would be super sad. This is a pivotal node. So Morgan should be next. That's completely missed. That's also not completely missed, I guess. This takes the revive off. Now Kestrel pings are going to start taking into effect. That's a really big North Star, by the way, guys. That is like a diamond North Star. So yeah, Knife Star does do a shit ton of damage once he's like cracked out. And then Guardian's going to come in here and go nuts too. Yeah, that's a cracked out North Star. Don't be fooled. That's a cracked out North Star. That's a crimson geared, I believe, 2 diamond North Star. And I didn't think he was gonna do that much. I was really just banking on the Kestrel damage and reaching around to get ahead of that Morgan. I wasn't ready for the North Star to come in and be like, "You motherfucker! What did you say about my dad?" And just go nuts. That was bananas. Okay, so I got X23 in here, and I got Dawkins help me out on the next node because we used Death Pool elsewhere. So this should be a nice quick win with my giant Logan. All right, so let's just throw everything at the Quicksilver. Once he's dead, it's over. All right, I wouldn't be surprised if Noir kills him here. Yeah, no, not sure I like that, but that's okay. X23 gets so many assists, or so much speed, that she's going to be keeping my guy in motion. And Logan got that, but he takes it off. Can this be dodged? If claws are out. Claws are not out right now, so let's go ahead and let's stun the Scroll Girl. Boom. She's died. X23 is going to pop off here. I targeted the cloak so that Logan does his assist over there. Alright, we just want to make sure Cloak dies here, which seems to be an easy case. Logan getting so much speed. X23 feeding the Logan. You love to see it, unless it's against you. And Logan just waxes this node. Logan is too good a character. He just is, man. I know y'all hate the N-word. Nerfed. You hate the word nerfed. But, some characters deserve nerfs. Jeez, I've said that shit twice now. I have no self-awareness, apparently. Alright, so here we go. We do have the Dakin in here with the Spider Society. Is that necessary? Absolutely not. It's not. You don't need to do this. But, with the Bifrost members going into stealth, because there's a Loki, Dakin will ruin them if that were to happen. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll stun the Vol in this case. Does it push her to stealth? Sure does. And then Dawkins got to come in and be like, "You fucking what, mate? You're not supposed to do that. I'm Dawkins, bitch." He's like the Juggernaut. But yeah, there's no more stealth. So Dawkins like, wait, you keep going stealth. What are you doing? Dawkins like, you fucks, stop going stealth. But they didn't learn. I'll do a stun, a Billy Block on the Sylvie so I don't get stunned here. Oh, more people going stealth. Dawkins just got to go start killing again, I guess. Honestly, kind of feels like a waste of Spider Society now after watching what Dawkins could do. The new characters in this game are getting out of hand. They're kind of crazy. The new class of characters, the Power Leap, is not to be messed with. It's pretty bonkers. Pretty bananas. Alright, this is going to be Cabal, Lady Deathstrike, and Emma. This worked on a free-to-play version, so let's watch how funny it is when the 3-Diamond Cabal team comes to play. So you got to rewind the Rogue, and then Emma allows all my Cabal members to go before the Quicksilver. But it's not going to need all of them. It's probably going to be this guy, and then one more turn, and then the match is probably over. Let's find out. Namor? Oh, not quite. Okay. I guess Namor's taking it easy today. Let's start here. Man, my other team actually got through this faster. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I'll finish off the Rogue. She's a bigger threat. And then we'll finish this off right here. Bang. Ooh, this will be fun. Full life. Cabal, again. Another one of the new teams that is just leaps and bounds better than their predecessors in the game. Alright, this is where I'm using my Skrull. Feels awful to use Skrull here, but I think it's kind of just where you have to use them, unfortunately. You want to open up with the basic. It's very important to open the basic. It's going to help you get by the taunt on the Strife, but more importantly, it's going to give you defense up and safeguard. So whatever else happens after this, even if all your members start dying around you, your Skrull should reach his third turn and then kill everybody. So we'll do the rewind, hitting the Psylocke, the Nemesis, and the Mystique. They were all about to take turns. I guess we can do a stun here if we really wanted to. I guess we'll just stun Archangel. Now we'll kick everybody in the face. And then Falcon's going to go, give us some speed. Stun on Archangel makes that turn meter reround not happen. So I did this on the free-to-play account, and I did get turn meter reround. People did start dying, and Skrull was still full life, still ulted, still cleared the map. Doesn't feel great to use Skrull in like a Death Seed type of map, but because he's soloing it, and it is floor 34, it's pretty worthwhile. This one I'm super afraid of doing. I'm super afraid of doing this matchup. Okay, so why am I super afraid of doing this matchup? I'm super afraid of doing this matchup simply because I usually use Kang here. I don't necessarily think I need to use Kang here. Cable lets my Red Hulk goes first. That's the only thing that really matters here, right? The Archangel killing Cable would rewind people. It'll definitely change the flow of the matchup. The reason this is always so sketchy is because, watch this. Red Hulk, he's going to get crits. Watch. See, I saw a crit on 2 people there, but he gets stunned, so no vulnerables happen. So Scopely needs to fix that for sure. But it all comes down to this. Can my Apocalypse one-shot this Apocalypse? Even without the Kang damage he does, and now we're going to have to wait and see if we'll get through the rest of this. So we do the ultimate here on the Red Hulk that does 35% damage. We'll see if this Red Hulk bleeds out or if he takes a turn. He bled out. Perfect. That's what we wanted. We'll turn meter around with Cable. And then Apocalypse is going to kind of carry the rest of this, right? Let's finish off this Archangel. There he goes. Finish off that Rogue. And then we'll just clean up. So yeah, we saved Kang. We did use him earlier on the Wakanda node, which was great. And then Cable came in here and worked well. This was a 3-diamond Apocalypse, mind you. If you don't have a 3-diamond Apocalypse, I don't know if you get that done. Be careful. Be careful with the scaling issues. All right, and now we're going to move on to this match. We did this matchup earlier with a smaller Quicksilver. Now we have a 2-diamond Quicksilver. Surely it's going to be even easier. Surely. So yeah, let's get in there. And basically, we give speed up. We let them do their thing. We give energy to Doom. Doom calls in Quicksilver to take a bazillion turns. And it gets real funny. All right, so let's go ahead and give speed up. Drax didn't survive this time. That's okay. I want to go ahead and give a Disrupt to Hulk. That way we don't have to worry about him taunting before our Doom goes. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to try and not hit the Gamma members here with this. See, because it didn't hit, the She-Hulk didn't actually get a charge, which is fantastic for us. So let's start by putting... I guess we don't have to. Yeah, we don't have to. Let's just do one there. One there. We're Raiders, so we don't actually have the skirmisher mark. I just realized that. Not a good thing. I would have preferred to be Raider, because, yeah, now I don't have any vulnerables to hit into on this Red Hulk. Luckily, my Quicksilver will get through it. Your Doom, you really want your Doom to be a skirmisher for this one. All right, let's finish the Green Hulk. Finish the Brawn. Luckily, Quicksilver just takes a bazillion turns, so he gets it done. There we go. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. All right, have you tried the 4 Illuminati against anything at CC, or what are they good against right now? They're good against nothing right now. Yeah, they're good against nothing right now. Without Hank Pym giving the speed up, it's pretty much a dead team. All right, guys. We are at the finish line. 37, 38, 39, and 40 are crazy floors. Crazy floors, okay? 37 with Extreme is not a free win by any stretch of the imagination. This is going to be a tough as nails floor. And if we lose this one, we pretty much have to forfeit floors 39 and floor 40. We lost this one earlier, which didn't feel great. I think I did a misplay. We're going to try and clean that up now. My team is obviously bigger. But I don't think the size was the issue. It was not putting a defense down on the Morgan when I had the chance to. So let's go in here. And by the way, you do like pretty much auto lose this if the Morgan resists your stun from Nightcrawler. So you want to make your Nightcrawler a skirmisher, I don't hate that idea. All right, but we landed here, which is great. Next, we need to put an ability block on the Rogue. Let's go ahead and do this. And this is where I failed last time. I didn't put a defense down on this Morgan, so we're going to do that this time. It didn't land, so I don't love that. Let's put an ability block on this Wong. If we push the Morgan, damn, the size of our team actually worked Omega levels against us here, because now that Morgan is going to pop off. Oh boy, that's bad. That's big bad. That's mega big bad, had bad. The next thing is, if I push this Wong, hitting this Wong probably pushes the Wong, right? And then the Wong is going to taunt. We don't want that either. So let's go ahead, let's abandon that, and let's hit over here. We'll still hit the Morgan. We still hit the Ghost Rider Robbie. So Morgan doesn't heal up all the way, and now we need to get her dead. Yes! Gambit pings. All the pings came in hot. I'm so happy I didn't hit that Wong, because now Wong won't go into stealth, and we'll be able to just kind of clean up from here. That was smart not hitting the Wong. It was not smart that Cyclops got resisted on the defense down, though. You might want to make him a skirmisher, because why the hell not? His crits don't matter. All right, flip some of these buffs. And let's go after this Rogue. Or the Gambit, whoever you want at this point, really. I'll go for the Rogue, because I don't like her taunt stuff that she wants to do here. Ooh, maybe we're not out of this yet, actually. I'm going to stun her here instead of the Wong. Alright. I really want my Sunspot to kill the Rogue and the Gambit here. Here, let's finish off Scarlet Witch before she does her heal. Good stuff, good stuff. Good stuff! Alright. And that's it for the Agatha. We get an ability block on this Wong. And we go from here. Good stuff, good stuff. There was some questions. There was some questionable stuff I did there. Now, one more shitty, scary attack to do, and then 2 freebies. So this next match will determine if we beat all the way to stage 40 now. And we're looking at our Mephisto Undying Nova comp. I'm 1-1 on this one. I've won it once. I've failed it once. The smart thing to do would be to go review the footage. Never claimed to be a smart man. I never once claimed to be a smart man. Never once claimed to be smart. Let's go. If this loses, maybe I can use Superior 6 on it. Maybe. Alright, so we need to do this special here. The reason you do the special is it's going to stop the speed bar. We stop that from going to the Red Hulk, the Apocalypse, and the Quicksilver. After that, I found it was all in on Apocalypse, because Apocalypse will still reach that freaking Falcon Punch of his if you don't tunnel him down, because your Mephisto is going to get a slow, which is super painful. And then if we don't stun the Morgan with our Namor, it's super, super over. So you see Black Cat giving him the slow there. We don't like that at all. Oh, that turn meter rewind is not something we approve of. That stun's not going to land because of all the resistance that Nova has. Nova needs to stun this Morgan. Boom. Good, and he put Disrupt on the Apocalypse. That Disrupt is super important because it stops him from getting speed up from the follow-up attacks. He is going to Falcon Punch us on the next turn if we don't stop him, right? Alright, so it's all in on Apocalypse still. That's some ungodly damage from our Zombie King. Oh no. Okay, well Morgan doesn't give speed up to Apocalypse, which is nice. But it also looks like Apocalypse didn't get his speed taken away. Wait, is Apocalypse also immune to speed bar loss from the exhaust thing? That's crazy if that's true. He's going, but he's punching Nova. Okay. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Could have been way worse. That Red Hulk's about to take a turn. He's gonna use his shit. Okay, we got to kill here. I think we lost. I think we lost. Red Hulk's ulting. Kestrel was still alive when our Hela first dropped low. God damn it. Spread all this. That's good. Come on, Mephisto. I need you to finish this, buddy. Hela's perma-dead. She's gone. I don't know if Mephisto's got this. I don't know. Probably should have targeted the... Oh! Yes, Mephisto! Yes, Mephisto! The ult, he still had offense up. Morgan didn't have the exhaust, right? Because it doesn't hit everybody. It only hits the people we targeted. We had to target Quicksilver. You could obviously see how Quicksilver could have been a huge issue there. That is a sketchy, not fun matchup. But I'm glad it worked out, because I do think the rest of this is pretty easy at this point. Alright, so we're going to use Superior 6 with Lizard and Vulture up against this Dorm Everything node, right? Here we go. Alright, so Lizard is going to take those death proofs off of Black Cat and make her try and stun him. So what we want to do is we want to put slow on this right side of the map. And with the 1,000 focus we get, it shouldn't be too hard an issue. Oh, you know what? Lizard is a skirmisher. Not a huge fan of that, to be honest with you. But what I did last time is I killed the Icarus as fast as possible. So let's lean into that. The stun doesn't land. The damage gets spread out. That's all good. The Goblin charge attacks are crazy here. The only reason we bring Doc Ock is to give Goblin more charges. So do a nasty rewind. We start working down this Icarus. We need to put the ability block on the hard light. And now our Vulture is going to be turn meter rewinding everybody. So this offense up. Lots of people nice and low, so that's why that worked out so well. Man, Kestrel would still come back is the problem, right? So do I want to waste this? Do I want to waste this? Or do I just want to go for the Nova? I'll tell you what, let's get rid of the Kestrel. Oh, she had a death proof. I didn't realize she had a death proof. Okay, so the reason you do the special here, Kestrel's going to stop the summon. You do it for the charges to Goblin, right? He now has extra charges. So what's going to happen is he's going to start pinging away like crazy. If you don't do the summon, there's a good chance Dormammu doesn't die. And you need Dormammu to die. Because Kestrel would have gone, which is another hit around him. Black Cat would go before him as well. That's another hit around him. So you need to keep hitting around him as much as possible. Let's try and get you a little bit lower here. Perfect. Just in time for Kraven to ult you to death, buddy. And then we'll try and get Black Cat a little bit lower here as well. There's the death proof, which is good. Alright, let's just target away from that. Alright, maybe Kraven gets it done on that Black Cat. I think he will, because he has offense up, but we'll see. Let's not risk it. Let's go ahead and get... let's just hit here. Just a little bit more damage, just so Kraven gets it done, and then the death proof pops up. I'm a fool. I'm a fool! It's okay. We should still be okay. We go right for the Black Cat now. Boom, there's the first life. Let's go ahead and give slow, flip that. As soon as we kill her, it's over. And there we go. All right, now it's just hard light. This rewind won't actually hit. Oh, it did hit. I was like, it's definitely going to kill her, right? This hard light's a tank. Jesus. Alrighty. Pour it on. Pouring it on. And finish her up, Goblin. Floor 39 in the bag. Next is going to be floor 40. And that's a big shift that we had to do to accomplish all this, was we needed to free up our Hive Mind and our Black Knight, which is exactly what we did. And it's important that you don't rewind what I'm doing here. Oh my god. You want to rewind the Red Goblin, not the Carnage. Because Carnage goes right away, and he's going to actually get to special a Greg, okay? So yeah, it's Black Knight plus Hive Mind. They need to be pretty sizable for this. Obviously, the most important character is going to be your Black Knight because he's chipping away at that scroll. He's going to hit him twice, pretty much. So here we go. There's the first hit. The rewind does hit the Red Goblin. Boom comes in. We do the special. This should kill the Greg. And it should take the taunt off Juggernaut, exactly like it did. And then this is very important. Your Carnage gets to go next. And you're going to use the Carnage special on this Greg, because we don't want to give any more debuffs. We just want to get speed bar. Alright, from here we want to push as many people as possible. We will automatically kill that Greg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to target over here on this Kestrel, because she's... Actually, you know what? Who's this in the background? Is that Beta Ray Bill? He looks like he has a thing on him, so he's going to get knocked low. So that's multiple people knocked low. Skrull's second attack comes in. He's going to get smacked here by our Black Knight. And then we should still be able to go before him. He bled out, so I guess he was actually going to go before us. But now it's a simple cleanup. Simple cleanup from here. Obviously, the enemies don't get another turn, right? It's just not in the cards for them with Hive Mind doing what Hive Mind does. Go for the Vol. Leave the hell up, because you can take as much time as you need to get through this. You know what? She's got a death proof, so I can actually hit over here just to kill another Greg. Alright, we got another taunting Greg. Alright, let's get those buffs off you. Good stuff. We'll alter. And she's gone. And now we just go to the Hela, finish her off, and then we call it a day. And that's a really successful first tower day. Very, very happy with that. I'm going to hit the Greg, because if we kill them at the same time we kill Hela, they just come back. And there we go. Let's go! All 44s cleared in the first day. Obviously, this was cracking the F out, right? We used some super crazy teams that really shouldn't work, except they're overpowered. And then we had the Mephisto taking on floor 38, which is a huge nightmare floor. But now we get to start on floor 41, and I do have plans to go from 41 all the way up to 50. The problem is, everything super easy to accomplish. Easy one-shot floor 50. Floors 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 47, 48, 49. Super easy to accomplish. Floors 50 and floors 46 both want you to use Apocalypse on them. Or Scroll. But for the only one shot that is guaranteed, in my opinion, on floor 50, Apocalypse and Scroll are in high demand. But that'll be a video for tomorrow. Let's see where we are at ranked right now. Leaderboards, J2D taking the top spot, clearing all 40 floors. Hey, if you waited and you were a Kraken and you want to show your appreciation, throw some of that Kraken love over to your boy with a Prime Twitch sub. Don't spend any money. Use your Prime sub. You spend enough on Marvel Strike Force. To everybody else, if this helped you, please leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel. I think the other save squad that we shared beforehand will be a lot more relatable, and I think a lot of people will get to the same where I got, like floor 36. Maybe you can beat that floor 37 if you didn't make the mistake I made, even though you saw now Cyclops still didn't land the defense down, and we just got through it pretty much luckily. Yeah, that's it for Sword Satellite. This was like a 2-hour video. Sorry about that, but I hope it helped you. Bye for now.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.